Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and talk medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx games. Today, we're playing Great Western Trail, designed by Alexander Pfister, published by Stronghold Games, as well as y'all saw, I believe it's Eggertspiel? Yep, Eggertspiel. So today, we actually have a guest. Today, I'm very excited about this. So, obviously, I'm Edward. You guys already know Sweater Mike.
Good morning, everyone.
And today we are joined by one of our patrons, one of our Patreon supporters from Austria, right?
Yeah.
Steve. So,
Hi.
cool. Awesome. Thanks for... This is cool. I'm excited that you're here, man. This is really, really exciting. So, sorry for the hiccup at the very beginning, getting this started. For some reason, it was delayed. That was weird. So that's it. Mike is going to take the lead on teaching this. He's played it more recently than I am. But, without further ado, Great Western Trail. We're playing it 3 players, as y'all can see. And, cool. All right, go for it.
All right, here we go. I'm not sure it's one of my very favorite games, but it's right up there just because it's so much fun.
Okay.
The theme is wonderful, and it's dear to the hearts of many nostalgic Americans. And it took an Austrian gentleman to produce this game. So.
Which kind of appropriate that you're here today and on it, right? I mean,
It's kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so the Great Western Trail is all about amassing a herd of cattle somewhere in the American West, driving them across country, past swamps, through deserts,
Rock slides, which are over here in the mountains.
rock slides, dealing and trading with Indian tribes in the Southwest, and eventually arriving with your herd in Kansas City, where you sell them. The value of your herd being measured by how many different types of cattle you manage to make it to Kansas City with. Along your cattle drive, you'll encounter settlements, buildings, and other hazards and challenges along the way. At the settlements and buildings, there are a number of actions that you're allowed to take to cycle your herd, purchase new cattle, hire new workers, and do other things that advance your cause in dominating the beef industry to the west.
Because, at its core, this is kind of a deck builder, sort of worker placement, sort of tableau builder, sort of engine builder, sort of tech tree thing, right?
A mix of many things.
Yeah, it definitely is a mix of many different mechanics or mechanisms, yeah.
All right, so each player is represented by a cowboy in his color. I'll be playing red today, and a player's turn consists of moving your cowboy 1 to 3 spaces along the trail toward Kansas City. Each occupied space on the board counts as 1 space, so this cowboy could move 1, 2, 3, up to 3 at the beginning of the game. Whatever building you land on, you execute the actions on that building in any order you like, or none of them at all if you wish. There are a few options that we'll get to in a moment for what you can do when you land on a building. The initial buildings on the board are gray buildings, neutral buildings. These can be utilized by any player, and there are no occupancy limits on any building on the board. Other buildings that we will construct as the American West is urbanized and settled, if you will. Each player has 10 buildings that he may build over the course of the game, up to 10 buildings. You don't have to build any of them, and you certainly don't have to build all of them. Each player has exactly the same tableau of 10 buildings that he's able to build. And I'm just going over some high-level things here at the moment. Once you reach Kansas City with your cowboy, a few things happen. 5 things happen in sequence that are printed on the board up here, nicely laid out. First, 3 new tiles. The player picks one of the 2 tiles in the first column, puts it out into the...
Well, depending on where it is, either the hazard or out here in the market for employees.
Exactly. Some are hazards that are become board features, and some are workers. There are 3 types of workers here that you'll see. Rail barons, that's the purple guys.
Chester.
Chester, okay.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder, and who's the cowboy?
I don't.
Chet the cowboy.
I don't know that we have anything for the cowboy. Actually, it's just dude. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Dude.
Right. Sure.
Anyway, the hiring market is out here. These are workers that each player is eligible to hire at certain times during the game. There's a building out here that allows you to hire workers, and we'll cover that later as we begin to play. The game timer is this little circle here. So every time someone lands in Kansas City, 2 or more workers are likely to come out into the hiring pool. And as they do, they fill in left to right, moving the timer marker down. And
note that we're playing 3 players, so 4-player game here. We would use the 4th column, but in ours we're not.
Players are allowed to hire workers that are above where the timing marker is. So in the initial round of the game, we're only allowed to hire from this top line of the hiring pool. Once the timer marker moves down, you're able to hire from the next row.
And it moves down by filling up that last space, pushing that marker down.
Correct. The cost for hiring workers is listed at the side, listed alongside the row. And it starts at $6, it increases to $7, it drops to $5, back to $7, then it gets more expensive. It fluctuates up and down, oddly.
Thematically, the ebbs and flows of what was going on at the time.
Exactly. At two transitions here, something happens that brings new cows into the cattle market, and here. And once the timer marker falls off the bottom of the board, that signals the end of the game. The current turn is finished until each player has had the same number of turns, and at the end we tally up points.
And because it's the thing to do nowadays, everybody has score pads, it seems, every game. So we'll be scoring over a gluttony of different options. So we'll cover that later.
All right. Now, once new workers and hazards have been placed onto the board, you advance to the step here to determine how much money you get paid for your herd that you managed to make it to Kansas City with. You will make it to Kansas City with 4 cattle cards in your hand. Here is my initial deck, and the initial deck of cattle is the same for each player.
Yes,
the
sir.
composition is exactly the same.
Yep.
And we'll come back to the composition of this and how this will evolve over the game in just a moment. But the bottom line is that when you get to Kansas City, you get a number of dollars equal to the sum of the different type of cattle that you arrive in Kansas City with.
For some reason, they like variety.
Yep, exactly. There's a way to bump that up by a few dollars with the
awards.
Ribbons,
Yeah.
And then you sell your herd. They go to your discard pile. You get paid that amount of money, and you move to move to step 5.
Which, most games that we like have railroads, right? Have some sort of train.
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to turn.
Yeah,
these
just so
trains,
they can see them easier.
because
yeah.
you folks, you deserve to see trains rather than just a little rectangle from the top. All right, so once you arrive to step 5, you're going to ship your cattle off to market along this train line. The train line starts in Kansas City. It moves to Topeka, Wichita, Colorado Springs, Santa Fe, Albuquerque, El Paso, San Diego, Sacramento, and San Francisco finally. And then it somehow goes even further west to unnamed locations with the end of the line, who knows, maybe in Tokyo. I don't quite get what's going on over
Sure,
there.
yeah.
But there's more places after San Francisco. Maybe up to Whistler, who knows.
Yeah.
All right, so how far down the line do you get to ship your cattle? Well, you'll notice that there's a number at the bottom, this little red number at the bottom of each of these cities here. 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. that number down below is how far you can go based on the total value of your herd.
So, for instance, if you sold 7 cash worth of cattle, you can go as far as
Colorado Springs, number 6. Okay, Santa Fe is 8, so you can't get there. All right. And at that point, you get to deploy a disc from your board. If you'll notice, each of our tableaus, you can see Edward's tableau, all of the yellow
they can't
discs.
yet, but they will. They will, yeah.
All right. On each of our player cards, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 little wooden discs in our player
They can
color.
actually see yours, so yeah.
And if you will notice, okay, in step 5, after you've decided how far you're going, you get to deploy a disc off of your board onto one of these spaces on the board.
Equal to the number or lower than where your herd that you sold.
Right. In our example, it was Colorado Springs.
Correct.
So you can deploy a disc to there or to the left, all right, but never ahead. You're allowed to have exactly one of your player discs in each of these locations along the track up here, except Kansas City, which is very, very bad, and San Francisco, which is very, very good.
You are correct, sir.
All right. But everywhere else in the middle, you can only have one of your discs. This is one of the things that throttles how fast you should be getting to Kansas City. Talk about that later. That's more advanced strategy. All right. Notice up here along these cities, each of the cities up to and including Santa Fe and also including San Diego are white background. That means that you can only put a disc there that came from your board that has a white frame around it.
So actually, show them, those two in the corner, they can see the difference between those two.
Okay. Here's one with a white background. The one below it has a black background. All right. These two up here have a black background. Black backgrounds can be deployed here to Albuquerque, El Paso, Sacramento, San Francisco, and some other places on the board that we'll come to in a moment. But notice that those have a black frame and a dotted line around the circle. You can deploy either a black background or a white background disc to those dotted line circles: Albuquerque, El Paso, Sacramento, and San Francisco. Now, why do you want to get discs off of your player board?
Yeah, tell us, Mike, why do you want to get discs off of your player board?
That is an excellent question, Ed, and I'm glad you asked it.
Thank you.
Every time you get a disc off of your player board, it gives you some kind of new rule breaker or additional ability or a better way to capitalize on the opportunities you have on the way to Kansas City. So let's look at the player board now and sketch that through just a little bit. Again, we'll get to the specifics here as we go through the play. On the left-hand side of your player board are some standard actions: taking cash, cycling cards, advancing this cube marker down the awards track that allows you to increase the value of your herd once you get to Kansas City, advancing your train along this track, which we haven't covered yet, and
executing cows.
Thinning your herd.
Quite literally, yes.
We take great joy in thinning the herd, and in a moment you'll understand why. So the bottom one here is the meat locker, and you will see that used early, often, and gleefully.
Yes.
The more the better.
Yeah, totally. Just like most deck builders, you're trying to get out your standard cards. Exactly. Get rid of your ones because they're just cluttering your deck.
Exactly.
However, to balance that, there are buildings out here in which you're going to want to discard ones, etc., out here. So it's kind of a juggling match. But yeah, totally.
There is a balancing act. Along the top here, under these black squares, is the ability to allow your cowboy to move more than just his allotted 3 spaces. Taking this first disc off here gives you 2 additional moves. The right-hand disc gives you 1 additional move, and they give you a perk that's listed above, $3 or 3 points, depending on which one you take. In the upper right, you're going to see 2 things that say +1 card. Normally, your hand limit through the game is 4 cards. You can only handle driving 4 cattle at a time across the American West. These 2 squares up here, I suppose, get you a sheepdog or a herd dog or something.
Or other, I guess, like more like cowboys, but not like rancher cowboys.
Right.
These are like cattle driving cowboys or
helpers or something.
Sure, to be able to where you can handle more.
Exactly. Take one of these discs off. Now you can drive 5 cattle to Kansas City. Take them both off. Now you can drive 6. So that allows you to bring a much higher value in your herd to allow you to reach San Francisco. All right. These are usually the first black discs that come off a player's card. So we'll see about that.
Not always, but it'll be in. I'm curious.
Maybe I'm moving through really fast, so we actually took those off first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, yeah, and this will be interesting to have somebody outside of our normal game group to give a different play style. Yeah, totally.
All right, and finally, the 2 discs down here allow you to amass more awards to have more cash to increase the value of your herd at Kansas City. Normally, you can only have plus $3 to the value of your herd. Taking these discs off allows you to go to plus 4 and plus 6.
Yep.
All right. The rest of the player board is devoted to 3 rows of workers. The cowboys along this row, the builders along this row, and the rail barons along the bottom row. The more of them you get, the more you're able to do. More cowboys allows you to buy higher value cattle for less money.
Yep.
More builders allows you to build the higher value buildings or upgrade them more quickly. And the rail barons, when you move your train up this track, which we still haven't gotten to yet, allows you to move the train several more spaces at a time. It's important in the economics of selling your herd, and we'll come back to that next. There are also some additional special abilities, perks you get once you cover up that space on the worker track. There are times in the game where you can sacrifice these workers, uncovering a space, and then if you cover it again later, you get to do it again. So that's a legitimate stratagem. And at the very end, these last 2 columns, if you have workers in those last 2 columns, you get bonus points at the end of the game, 4 per man in there. And that covers the board.
And honestly, as far as the train stuff go, I would say we wait until we actually reach Kansas City and explain that when we get there.
Sounds good.
You want to run through how just the mechanics of how a turn works, and then we'll get started?
Certainly.
All right.
I can. You want to randomize our turn order there?
Sure.
Now,
Well, before we do that, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I just want everybody to take careful note of the composition of your initial deck. 3 Guernsey white cows, 3 green Dutch belts, 3 black Angus, and
tasty.
5 jerseys. Jerseys are worth 1. The others are worth 2. Note down here at the bottom of the board that we have in the cattle market 3 different types of cattle that are worth 3, 1 type of cow that's worth 4, and 1 type of cow that's worth 5. So if you want to be getting discs up here toward the end of the train line, you gotta have 4s and all 3 of the 3s, and you probably need a 5 cow as well.
Or at least upgraded cows within your deck to be able to do so.
Right.
And when you say these are 3s, 4s, and 5s, those are for selling cows when we get to Kansas City, whereas the actual point values at the end of the game are something altogether different.
Right. And notice each cow is also worth a set amount of victory points at the end of the game. All right, I'm going to pick up my deck here and shuffle it.
All right, so, and real quick, so a turn consists of moving your cowboy a max distance of 3, as it is right now. You can freely pass other buildings unless you encounter some hazards, which we'll get into, and then you're going to pay either the game or the player, depending on what hazard, and then you actually activate the building in which you land on. You can do one of two things when you activate a building, or when you land on a space. You either do the action of the building, or as Mike was explaining earlier, and you want to point on yours because they can't see mine yet.
Quick action.
They can take one of the quick actions there if it's uncovered. Right. And if it has a double gear symbol, whereas this one has a single gear symbol, you can, the single gear, but it shows two actions. If they're both uncovered, say Mike's 2 coin one was both uncovered, he would be able to take $2, whereas as it is right now, he can only take advantage of one of them. And that's kind of the gist. And then we just keep going round and round and round in turn order.
You can't use your opponent's buildings.
Correct. You can only, so you can use neutral color buildings, and it shows, and when I show you guys my tableau, you'll be able to see this clearer. And in fact, I'll wait until I can show them that. All right, so we'll just go for first player. First player is me. So now you can start on any building, correct? Because for the longest time we were screwing this up that we had to start here.
I did not know
that. I want to double check that because we got harped at by some folks to make sure for the very first here you go, on the very first turn of the game, place your cattlemen onto any neutral building tile and continue directly with phase B. Phase B being the rest of our turn. You may start on the same building as other players. All right. So we thought it's big, bold, right there. But everybody seems to miss this. You did as well, right? So I'll be honest. I'm going to start here, and I suppose you guys could decide when, or no. I guess everybody's supposed to start on a building of their choice. So. Let's see. Hire workers. Oh, okay. So I'm 6, and we go clockwise. So then Steve starts with 7. Mike starts with 8 for the coins. Now, if you guys will forgive me, I will actually take this down for my player aid so that, let me show you guys this now. All right. So now that y'all can see it, everybody starts with one end-game goal card here that starts face up here, to where if I get 2 markers out there and a TP out there, I will score 3 points at the end of the game. So everybody has their own starting one.
Right, and these goals have a...
Hold on, they can't. Let me switch it up. There you go. Go ahead.
All right. There are also additional goals available to be drafted for each of the players. Again, there's an action symbol out here we'll get to. The goals that are out available to be picked up from the board, they have a positive point value and a negative point value. The positive point value is what you get at the end of the game if you have revealed this goal and you succeed in completing it. The negative value is what you get if you have revealed and committed to that goal, but you fail to meet it.
Correct. And those get mixed into your deck as you acquire them, so they clutter your deck while they're in your hand. That inspires you to put them out in your tableau, but then you're committed to, you may be getting negative points if you don't get to it.
And each one has a small, sometimes not so small bonus that you get when you play it, when you commit to it.
Right. All right, so here, let me show you guys real quick. So your turn is broken down into phase A, phase B, and phase C. It's really simple, though. Move your cowboy however far you can move him. Pay for hazards if you encounter any. And then, as we were saying earlier, your player color, I'm yellow, obviously. Your player color in neutral buildings, you can do the action on the building or take the, what are these called? The administrative or...
Quick actions.
Yeah, quick actions. Okay, you can do one of these instead. So it's either or. When you land on somebody else's building or a hazard or a TP, you can only take one of the quick actions. And notice it says 1 times as opposed to out here on the board, like this tile shows 1 time twice. So in that case, you can take both of them. If both of these were revealed, you could do both. So for instance there, whereas here, I could only do the left side. of it, which is $1, even if they're both exposed. And then draw back up to your hand if you played any cards, rinse and repeat, and keep running around the board. And you're going to see that this is asymmetric as far as it could be that somebody just moseys along the trail. It could be that someone is racing up the trail to get to Kansas City. And all of us are going to be doing different things. I have a feeling. Auxiliary actions. Dan says, okay, good call. So quick actions, auxiliary actions, same. All right, so shuffle up and deal, I guess, at this point. So everybody should start with a hand of 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so to show you guys what my hand is incredibly cow pie-like there, okay? All right.
A lot of Jersey droppings.
Not far off, okay? All right, so now everybody should have started on a building, correct?
I'm choosing to start right where I'm at.
Well, it's on a building. You must start on a neutral building.
Do you get to execute that building?
No, I do. No, it says you start on one.
Okay,
So here, just to clarify again, because we all have screwed this up. On your very first turn of the game, so you don't need to decide yet.
Okay.
Place your cattleman onto any neutral building tile and continue directly with phase B. So yes, you're not moving the first turn of the game. All right. So actually, with that said, and because you will have drawn your hand before you start the game, you will have already seen that I drew really, really bad cards. But you notice I have a Black Angus. So I'm looking here, and maybe I start there. So let's see here. You know what? Why not? I will actually start there, and I will take my first action. All right, so phase A is skipped in the first turn. Phase B is I'm going to actually execute the action, which is I can discard a card. So I'm going to discard a Black Angus into my discard pile, and I get $2. So I'm up to 8 cash, and now I can go to the cow market. All right, so on the cow market, and we'll explain this a little bit more in depth as we do each action, first time we do an action. So in the market, as Mike well explained, there are 3 different types of cows. Depending on the number of cowboys that you have on your tableau, which, as you guys can see, I have one. Everybody starts with these printed on their board, so I have 1 cowboy. So with that 1 cowboy, I can buy any level 3 cow, meaning these, for $6. If I had 2 cowboys, I could buy a 3 for $3, or if I had 3 cowboys, I could buy 2 3s for $5, or any mix of, if I have multiple cowboys, if I have 4 cowboys, I could do this twice, I could do this once, and this, however I want to mix it up. If I had, say, 4 cowboys, I could take 3 level 3s for a total of $11, if you have the money. Here, obviously I only have $8, so I can't do these, but 1 cowboy, you can get a 4 for $12. If you have 3 cowboys, you can get it for $6, or if you have 5 cowboys, you can get 2 of these guys, the Wooly Bully, for $8. If I have 2 cowboys, so even with 1 cowboy, you can't handle longhorns. 2 cowboys can get 1 of the 5s for $12, or if you have 4 cowboys, you can get it for $6. There's never a chance to be able to get multiples unless you use a multiple mix. Do these actions right? Exactly. All right, so I discarded my Black Angus, and I will, in fact, buy 1 level 3, and it's my choice of anything here in the tableau. And looking at what's coming up, there's nothing else out here that requires me to discard cows. So why not get the 3 victory point one? So I will take the Ayrshire. That goes into my discard, just like most deck builders. They go into your discard first. And now I refill my hand. Again, that's reference to the Wildcatter misprint. We call it refill instead of refill. So there you go. Refill, drew my 4th card. Boom, done. And now it's Steve's turn.
All right.
Oh, wow. That's crazy, dude. So Paul Incow he's here in the chat.
Hello, Paul.
He's developer for Stronghold Games, right? He's only played the prototype. He works for Stronghold Games, has never played the finished version. That ain't right, dude. That's just not right. You need to fix that. We really enjoy this game. So Steve, you're up.
All right. There's another chair at the end of the table. He could
Right, yeah. Just come to Denver and feel free to jump on.
I will likely start over here because I have 2 of the green Dutch bird in hand. So this, and we can then explain how
Go for it.
buildings is.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't remember properly.
Okay. Oh, no worries. Okay, so Mike, you wanna walk him through the building of the buildings?
Certainly. I'll pull one out here for reference. For example, this building says that it requires 1 builder to build this, and it's worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. And then the 2 actions that it affords you are down at the bottom.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Here, while you're explaining that, go ahead and do that so they can see it a little bit clearer. So here you go. Talking about this building in particular here. Go ahead. I'll be your hands.
Sure. And it also has okay. Ed's pointing at the number of builders it takes to build that building.
Which everybody starts with 1.
Mm-hmm. So that's buildable right out the gate by all of us. And in the upper right is the points you get at the end of the game if that is on the board. At the bottom are the actions.
Which we'll go into details on those when that comes to be.
Exactly. And there is a green hand on that. We have 2 tribes of Indians in this game, the Green Hand tribe and the Black Hand tribe. And every time that you pass a building, land on or pass over a building,
Or a hazard
not belonging to you, you have to pay the Indians. You're trading with them or something.
However, the money goes to the player who owns the building.
Yes, unless it's a hazard, in which case it goes to the bank.
Right.
Now, in this game, since we're 3 players, the Green Hand tribe demands $2, and the Black Hand tribe gets paid $1.
However, there's a really cool, kindler, gentler thing about this game.
Exactly. If you can't pay them, they recognize that, and you go right on by. All right?
If you're hiding money in your boot, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I have no money.
They can tell, and you still have to pay.
Right. But no, if you can't afford it, you just keep on moving along. Okay? So the actual mechanics now of actually building the building. So you can do each of these actions once. Yeah. So even if he had a handful of Dutch belts, he still could only discard 1.
Yeah.
All right, so he discards 1 for $2. And then May build a building, and for every builder that he uses, it costs $2 for the builder. So he has 1 builder right now, and then he can place it anywhere along the trail, and it must be a level 1 building because he only has 1 builder. If he goes to Kansas City, comes back around and lands on this again and has not gotten another builder, but he lands here, he can choose to either or he can upgrade to a level 2 building, which then discards the level 1 out of the game and then builds the level 2, or if he got more builders, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So, Steve, what's it going to be?
Actually, it's going to be this building up here.
All right, and he built it up there on the trail. If you notice, there are a couple of forks in the road. Mm-hmm. When you go here, you can either come either direction. This is the safer but less exciting, whereas the lower trail has hazards potentially, but it gives you extra bonus benefits, and this is where the level 1 cows, the little jerseys, I think they are, which you guys saw I have plenty of, they give you extra potential benefits here. Also, there is a building out here that you can build that if you're in the forests, give you extra income. And so he claimed one of the forests.
We don't
here.
have that.
We don't have this forest.
Oh, okay. And I guess we should point that out. So all of these buildings are double-sided. Okay, and they're different actions. Randomly at the beginning of the game, Steve just randomly chose, and all of us mimicked what he has. So some of these are on the A side, some of these are on the B side. Also, these neutral buildings that are out here on the board, those can be randomized, but we decided for this being the first teaching game, we thought we would just go ahead and put A to A, B to B, etc., etc. But as you get more advanced into the game, you can put A out there in the F1 and whatever and randomize that.
It's totally changed to the next.
Yeah, it really does, because you get used to, I can hire workers here and then I can use the workers, exactly, whereas it might be a different order in subsequent turn or in other games. So, enough. You are building.
All right.
He pays
$2.
$2 because he used one builder. And now he refills his hand. And Mike, you're up.
I'm going to choose to start.
Oh, I didn't pay my 6. Sorry, I'm trying to cheat. Good call. All right.
Right here at the beginning.
All right.
Now, discard a white cow, which is a Guernsey. I do not have one, so I can't do that action. But I'm going to hire.
Cool, Bradley. Glad you're welcome aboard.
A rail baron.
All right.
For 5, 6.
So you guys aren't trying to cheat. I am just trying to keep the money. I feel bad now about that. All right.
He goes on my board, and it covers up the special ability discard a jersey.
A 1, right?
Right, which I will absolutely be doing to advance the award marker down 1 on the purple ribbon track.
Okay, cool. All right.
And
now, you could have hired more workers. Obviously, he doesn't have the money for it, but you're allowed to hire up to 2 workers.
The second one is 2 more expensive.
It is,
That's
right. So,
-2.
So the first one's 6. If he hired Bob or another rail baron, it would have been 8. So a total of 14. He only had 8 to start, so there we are.
I'm down to 3 cards, so draw back up to 4, and off we go.
Okay, cool. Rock on. So you can see I draw really, really well. So I can move up to 3, and you know what? We will...
you can't reach Kansas right now.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I could go 1, 2, 3, and I'm 1 short, or I could go 1, which why would I? Because there's nothing up here, and this is another. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forks in the road. There's 1 here. There's 1 here, and then there's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So as it is, I will actually only go. You know what? I'm going to mosey. I'll just move 1. So I will do the action, which is discard a jersey.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's my
Oh, that's a blue building. I'm sorry. Good thing I'm not colorblind. Sorry. I will skip that and go there. So discard any pair of cards similar. This is what jerseys are good for. So I will discard those 2. I will pay 1 and get a 5. So get $4 for that. And then, if I had the money, which I do not, I have 6. If I had $7, I could take 1 hazard from anywhere out on the board. Actually, I can afford it, I believe, because the TP. No, that's taking the TPs. No, it's only hazards. Sorry. So the hazard, like for instance, here, or here are worth some amount of points at the end of the game. 4 points here, 4 points here, 2 points there. But I only have $6, so I like not to. And I will now draw my hand back up. 2 more. 1, 2, and Steve is up. That's better.
I'm also just moving 1 position down the purple ribbon. Or I could choose a
in-game
contract.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, contract.
But there's nothing there yet that I really like, so I'm just going to move down here.
All right.
And I will advance.
For every one of his rail barons, he can advance 1 on the train track. He has 1 rail baron printed. 1.
I'm going to go here.
And it's important to note that there's a
Yeah.
leapfrog action that goes on here. So now the next person that advances their train actually jumps Steve where he is and goes to the 2 spot for 1 action, for 1 movement point. All right, and he didn't discard any cards, so he doesn't draw any cards. Mike, you're up.
I like to mosey.
Oh, cool. Enjoy, Paul. Go enjoy the colonist. Cool.
Discard a Dutch belt for 2, which will immediately be spent to build a building very similar.
So he gets $2 for that, and then spends $2 because he has 1 builder to build a building.
Yes. I'm going to give myself a little time to come up with another green cow, and I'm going to build it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Done.
All right. So I will move 1 space, please, Steve. And there's a reason I'm doing this. I could go to Kansas City, but again, the different cards, the different types of cows that you have in your hand are what you get paid for. So as it is right now, looking at my hand, I'm only going to make 5. I'm not going to make 7 because I have 2 Black Angus. So I'll do it this way so you guys can see a little bit better. It's clearer. So one of the actions that I'm about to take is going to allow me to discard some of these cards, potentially. So that's why I decided to stop where I did. Okay. So first things first, just like what Steve's action was, I have one rail baron. I will advance one on the track, which leapfrogs.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And then I can take one of the auxiliary or quick actions. So the action that I'm choosing to take here is this one, which allows me to draw one card, and then I must discard one card. So I will draw, hoping to draw better, and I did. So looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one of the Black Angus. So now I go from 5 to 7 that I'll be able to sell for the herd.
Very nice.
All right, cool. All right. So that's the end of my turn. Obviously, I don't draw any cards. I'm back up to full. So Steve, you're up. And you guys can see that the turns move really quick. Unless one of us tanks, which may happen. So, yes, that was a very nice draw.
I now have to change my strategy because of this building. My original plan would have been to move to my building, use the action, which I now can't do. So I guess I will have to stop here. And we didn't explain
the TPs. Okay, so TPs. Out here in the native area are where all the TPs are. I hate to. I wonder if this is. It's trading with the natives. There we go. So this allows you to take any one TP, and these actually you trade. They give you money to take them, so it's beneficial. So it not only helps clearing a hazard, it may potentially help out here with different endgame goals. But also they're going to pay you for it. So yeah, benefit. These, however, you do have to pay for, which are negative, and it behooves you to take the ones that pay you.
But I will actually pay 2.
Okay. Because...
Leapfrog you.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
And I will not be doing any quick action, just get one buck back.
And I should note, the universal slash is an either or, so instead of the TPs, Steve chose to do that. You got that? Good to go? Cool.
All right. I'm going to continue my slow pace.
Moseying. I mean, it's really thematic, right? Just moseying along.
I'm going to advance my award marker instead of taking a goal, and then I have 2 rail barons. The whole point of the thing, 1, 2.
Which is glorious for me. I love having you guys right in front of me.
Yeah.
For that.
Happy to be of service.
All right.
We'll change them.
You're right. All right, so move me on to Kansas City. And when you get to Kansas City, you must stop at Kansas City. So looking at this, I'll go ahead and let's make it less expensive. So give me the Black Hand one. All right, so that must, and it's a water, so it must go down here into the swamp. And then I will go ahead and, yep, that goes down. I will take the, let's throw Bob up there, the builder. And then that's for number 2.
Yep.
And then for 3, we'll go ahead and throw a cowboy out there. Which, important to note, cannot take the cowboy yet until that row is complete. So it's there to tease us. Like, oh, look, cheaper cows. But not really. Yep. And then those refill as soon as I pass through there.
And the numbers in the back here.
Exactly. 1, 2, and 3. And all of these here started out, or I should say these all started out as the 2 buildings. So now we get up to step 4, which...
Value the herd.
Right. So again, my herd is worth a total of 7 because they're all different cows. 7 total. 2, 3, 5, 7. So I discard these now.
You could add ribbons at this point.
I could. If I had any, which I do not. These are not award-winning cows. These are just run-of-the-mill cows. So I will get 7. I will set this money aside. Now, I will actually just go ahead and leave it right there. My hand gets discarded because now when we go up to step 5, that reminds me, how far can I move? I can move up to 7, and which is Colorado Springs is the furthest that I can go, which is 6. Looking at my board, I actually, so my choices is, as Mike was saying earlier, because Colorado Springs is only a white outline city, I could take this one or any of these. And looking at this, and it does not have to go in any sort of order, I like the idea of being able to...
It's going to be a butcher shop.
Yeah.
It's going to be a butcher shop.
So we're going to go ahead and break out the shotgun to thin the herd. So I'm going to take this disc that I took off of it. Mike's going to throw it up there for me. But I have to now pay for every railroad crossing that I cross, and that's the whole point of getting your train up here. Is the further that is, the less money you have to pay that I just made to be able to cover the crossings. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, count them up for the folks.
So here's the extent of Ed's train. In front of him, or between him and Colorado Springs, are 1, 2, 3 grade crossings.
Okay, so I pay $3 for that for the ability to be able to place my disc there. Because it's not adjacent to any other discs of mine, I don't get any of the special abilities, which we'll get into here in a little bit. And that's it. That's going to Kansas City, and then my cowboy comes back. Now he starts here and has to run the gamut of the trail again. And with that, Steve, you're up, and I draw my hand. Go ahead.
I move on the tile I built, discard a jersey to move the train one up.
Okay, and real quick, he had a decision when he moved his train. He could have, if you notice the rail splits right there, he could have either moved it forward one, as he did, or kind of off to the little side stop. And the reason for that, those little side stops are, you may place a disc out here for the appropriate color, which these first 4 are all white, this one being black or white, and these being black or white as you further along. And you can pay money to then, you'll pay money to place the disc, which is worth victory points at the end of the game. Also, if you notice, there are in-game scorers out here. The little triangle tops correspond with the inner part of the rail, meaning these stops in here. So if you do that, oh wow, okay, if I've done that twice and I have this, I have 2 hazards, cool, I'll get 5 points at the end of the game if I have this card. In addition to that, you can station one of your workers there permanently. So if you notice, and you look on Steve's board, he has no workers other than just his printed ones. Mike's the only one with a worker. It does not matter whether it's Bob the Builder, the Rail Baron, or the Cowboy. You could station him here, take whatever this is, and that's going to give you additional victory points at the end of the game, as well as
a permanent bonus.
Permanent bonus, exactly. And obviously, only the first person that chooses to station somebody can take that. Otherwise, everybody can have one disc here, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So, but as it was, Steve decided to move forward and not move in because he has nobody to station.
So it makes no sense yet.
Right, there you go. So that was his special ability for that, and then he can...
The second action is discarding another Dutch bird for $3, please. Thank you. Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, I'm going to move forward to here. Discard Black Angus.
Oh, that's actually a good point. That's, that's a fair point. I'm glad guys are actually correcting me as far as my Kansas City. It's, you get the full value of the cows. Hold on here. Now I'm all stressed out here. Okay, take the 6, you get the full value of the cows, 7 for delivery, and then 6 if you deliver to Kansas City. Minus the stops as opposed to... hold on. Then you pay for the stops. Page 9 if you... Wait, no. Oh, okay. They're saying what I could have done. Sorry, never mind. Carry on. Oh, okay. Throw me off. I'm like, what did we screw up? I'm like, no, I think we did it right. But no. Okay, cool. All right. They were saying if I'd chosen to place a disc in Kansas City, I would have gotten $13. The 7 plus the 6. But I would have lost 6 points at the end of the game for doing that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I will be by later. Sorry, it was throwing me off. All right.
On to you.
All right. Oh, wow. That was fast. Okay.
Yeah, I did not buy a cow because I only had $4.
Oh, all right. He elected not to. All right. Also, we should point out, if you want, when you went to the the cattle market here, which is the little cow symbol. He also, for if you have like a leftover cowboy that you're not using, you may add 2 cards from the draw deck of the cattle to add out here into the cattle market if you wish.
Since I'm not doing anything with him, let's do that.
All right, so we draw 1.
Thank you.
The Texas Longhorn comes out there, and 2. Wooly bully. West Highland. There we go.
Being a team player.
All right, hey. Right? All right. All right, cool. Okay, they're just talking strategy. Sorry for get confused. I really want that cowboy. Unfortunately, I cannot take that cowboy if I go to this building. Oh, I guess I should show you guys what I drew. Yeah, we'll mosey. That's fine. So there, I will discard a Guernsey for $2, and then I will use the $2 to hire. So I will actually pay 4 instead of net there, and I will go ahead and take. I will take the
Reginald.
Yep, Reginald. That's what we called him. That's it. So then, when I cover this in here, let me show you guys. When you cover this space right here, I can discard a jersey and drop that down, and I will. Because getting rid of jerseys is a good thing. So down to 2 cards. I draw 2 cards. Those are my last 2, so when I have to draw again, I will then shuffle, but I do not shuffle until I need to, as is normal in Dominion-like. Steve?
Mm-hmm. It's not easy.
Yeah, as I always say, this might not be the best playing of the game that you've ever seen, strategy-wise, but yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah. And you guys are learning the game or critiquing our play, I guess. So
it's probably making most sense to move forward because I have 2 black angles in hand.
Okay.
I would not be able to sell otherwise, and I get the full value here. Let me just give you 1 back for 5.
Okay. Oh, my hands are sticky.
Cheers.
All right.
And
he could take a hazard if he wishes.
Not yet. There's
okay.
Still too much stuff to buy.
All right, draw your hand and Mike, you're up.
I'm going to continue the slow roll.
We're trying to make it nice, Matt. I appreciate that. He's like, ooh, dynamic camera switches into the zoom in on my player board. So yeah.
Discard a jersey to move the train 1 forward.
Again, I appreciate that for when I move mine too. Thank you.
And discard a Dutch belt for $3.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And the turn of the red player is Finny.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at what buildings you gave us here, so let's see. I'm not terribly excited about a lot of those. Okay, so that makes my decision a little bit easier. I have 2, 1, 2. I will, yeah. So I'm going to move 2 spaces of my 3 available, and I will take one of the endgame scoring cards. I will go ahead and take, and there are 4 available at any given time. I will take the first one, and we just have it to save table space there. This goes into my discard, though. Oh, there you go. You have to get a disc in San Francisco. It's worth 5 extra points, as if it needs more points, right? Yeah. And then, so I took an endgame goal. Now I have 2 Reginalds. So I have 2 on my player board, so I can move 2. That's 1 and straight forward. 2.
No siding.
Nope. Decided not to because I didn't want to lose Reginald that I just got. Yeah. All right.
I'm just going to move 1.
Okay.
Move 1 spot here.
Randomized player buildings, standard neutrals are out here. Okay.
Draw a card, discard a card, and I'm finished.
By the way, your English is very good. I mean, obviously you have an Austrian accent, but your English is really good. Have you been? They teach it in school,
yes,
do they not? Right?
I started at the age of 8 or so.
Okay, all right.
And I've also been working in Irish pubs for a couple of years. Besides,
all right, cool, good deal.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. I'm glad you made it. This is fun for us, and hopefully for you as well.
Absolutely. First proper gaming in some time.
Okay, discarded 2 cards. Collected $4, drew 2 cards. Done. Very quick.
One extra buck and better. Yeah, I could have. That's true. Mira's critiquing that I could have gone into the station Reginald up there and get a permanent $1 extra whenever I get to Kansas City, which in hindsight probably should have.
Where do you want the table? In the garage or in the room?
If he can move it in the room, that's fine. If not, the garage, we can do it. The garage is fine. Yeah. Okay. Is he here?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
And Mark has to cancel tomorrow.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Good to know. Maybe. All right. Cool. Thank you. Amanda made a quick appearance. All right. So I'm up. So, all right. So I need a TP here. Or I could move my train forward 2, 1, 2. That allows me to take a TP as well. But that costs money. In game go. Nah, you know what? I'll just move 1 space. So we'll actually come here. I will take the 1 TP here, which gets me $1. Very, very kind traders. And actually, there we go. So that is covered now. And then I can do any action on my player board of my auxiliary actions. And so, you know what? Why waste time? Go ahead and back my train up. So, this is not discarded. This is actually out of the game permanently. It goes into the box, so to speak. And now I've thinned my herd. So now, end of my turn, I have to draw. I don't have cards available in my draw deck. I shuffle. And Steve, you're up.
Yep. The only choice I have is go to Kansas now. First, gonna move for the TP.
Okay.
Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's just random draw as far as the Cowboy, the fact that no Cowboys were drawn at the beginning. And now Cowboys are $7 a piece.
Yep. Unfortunately, I can only sell 5. But I can use 1 here.
For
so
6?
6. And can go to Colorado Springs as well, I guess.
Okay.
After 6.
And you're doing the same thing for thinning your herd. You're taking
Yeah.
your disc. Okay. And there.
I do not have to pay anything here because I'm already in front of it. That was it.
Yep.
And back to the start.
And discard the rest of your hand. And yeah, that's it. Then we
Fill them up.
refill that. And Mike, so you can see this thing just hums along.
Slow roll. I get to move the train too. I'm going to take the different decision. I'm going into the siding, throwing out a white disc, paying $2.
And just for the record, I realized my mistake when Mira pointed it out. I should have, especially since I know I'm going to be taking TPs. So what I was trying to do before Mike did this was to back my train up to where then I could advance and come back in there to take put my marker and take the station agent. But unfortunately, Mike beat me to it. I can still put my marker there for a victory point, but unfortunately, he's already stationed somebody there. So there goes that option for me. Grah.
And 2 actions. You know what, Ed? I'm going to be a team player. Beep, beep.
Alright, kills a cow. Alright. Yummy eaten. Alright, and he draws his hand. I should show you guys what I drew. So that's a bit unfortunate and a bit unlucky for me. I do want to get... yeah, I will. So I have no Angus in my hand. So I elect not to discard it to be able to get the $2, which is a bit of a bummer. But it is what it is. I only have 1 cowboy still. So I can buy a 3 level cow for $6, and I will. So I will pay this time the $6. And because I already have an Ayrshire, I like the idea of being able to have a little variety for when I get to Kansas City. I'll take a 2 victory point. How now? Brown Swiss. This is where chocolate milk comes from. Not really, but all right, cool. And didn't discard. That's it. Done.
Okay. Gonna switch my strategy a little bit. Since there are 2 cowboys, the only 2 cowboys.
Yep, that are out
inside.
there. Yep.
So I might actually buy both of them.
That's dirty. Well done.
For 60.
Yep. So the first one costs 7. The second one is 2 more, costs 9 for 16. He had the money. Well done.
Yep.
Steve's going to kick our ass.
Glory to Rome.
Well done.
And on top of that, I'm going to discard
Discard a Guernsey for 2. And he could have, if he was $2 short, could have used that money to buy the workers, right? Well done.
Yeah.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
You missed one.
All right. Hey, guess what? We're going to Kansas City. Well, the swamp is already terrible enough. Let's put out the desert and
We'll do that after.
Reginald
Okay.
and Blackhanders.
All right.
I'm going to follow Steve's lead. Only 5, but 1 ribbon makes it 6.
He could have spent more for 7, which would have gotten him an extra $1, but it doesn't get him further up the track because it goes from 6 to 8.
I'm uncovering the other side of the butcher shop. Guess what's happening soon?
Right.
To go to Colorado Springs, which is 2 grade crossings in front of me, $2 fee.
There we go.
Back to Montana.
All right. And for me, now I have a decision to make out here. So, to show y'all, I can stop here or here, but I can only take auxiliary actions, or I could go 1, 2, and 3 and stop there. However, if I wanted to make it to this building, I actually have to go through the hazard, pay the black hand, which is 1 to the game. That would be 2 and 3. So you can see the different ways, the different paths, depending on what it is I'm trying to do. And again, because I have a pair here, which I don't want, when I go to Kansas City, obviously I'm taking a risk in getting jerseys. I will go 1, 2, 3. Neither of them have penalties on them, so I don't pay them anything. I will discard the 2 Dutch belts and get $4 for that. And then, let's see, so I will take a 5, pay the 1. And I don't think I will take a hazard. Yeah, I will elect to not. My turn's over. I will draw back up to 2 or up to 4. Done.
Okay.
Oh, good call. Thanks, Andrew. Sorry. We had a real bad habit. This is in beta. The chat on this is, so hopefully it doesn't go away.
Actually...
Yeah.
Gonna take the blue tippy. Thank you. And thin my hand a little bit. Remove a 1.
Okay.
Move back 1. And draw. I'll take it.
All right. See,
Yes.
Steve's a lot less aggressive than we are about thinning the herd. He just real quietly just got rid of it.
This time I do have a Guernsey.
All right. Would you like a cowboy? Oh. No, I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. I thought I was going to get one of those, but for some reason, the market...
They disappeared.
Something bad happened in the market. So, all right. Bring Reginald back for $6. Take the bonus action to discard a jersey for 1 award ribbon. And now I can buy a second guy, would cost me a total of 9. Which
8 or 9, depending on which guy you take. If you want
true.
Reginald, it'd be 9. If you want Bob the Builder, it'd be 8.
I am going to pass and keep my money for later.
All right.
Pass.
Okay, so I am up, and because my draw wasn't the best, I'll just go 1. And I have 2 Reginalds, so I will go forward 2. So that's 1. And then looking at that, taking a TP ore and getting... You know what? I will. I'll go ahead and station. So I'm going to pay $2 to be able to place a disc out there. So plus it... By being able to come out here, it not only allows me to station somebody, but it also allows me to then, again, clear one of my white markers off my board. And I will actually... You know what? Yeah, I think I will. I will actually take that one off and Reginald because I'm going to station out there. So, trade you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so what this allows me to do now, this endgame marker, it's the first one that you guys have seen up close anyway here, and y'all can see it, yeah. I can either take a hazard or a TP now, and then at the end of the game, for every 2 goal cards that I have, meaning these guys, I'll get 3 additional points. So looking at this, I already have my 1 TP out here. There's a number of TPs that are here, so you know what? I'll go ahead and take that and take the buck to go with it. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cool. And so, done. And, oh, actually, now I can take this action because the second part of it. So, yeah, I don't see why not. I will actually go ahead and pay... No, back my train up 1. And we will say goodnight to the jersey. And thin my deck. All right. I'm done. I will draw my hand back up. Oh, look at that draw. Okay. It's just between me and the viewers. Don't mind. All right.
I guess I'm going to put the cowboys to good use.
All right. Well, here we go.
Discard a Black Angus for 2.
All right. So, there.
Thank you.
So now he has a total of 3 cowboys over there.
Yeah.
So he has options. He could either, for $12,
Not
which he
enough
can't
money.
afford,
Yeah.
3 cowboys. He could get one of these for 6, or he could get 2 of these for 5. And notice we have not been refilling these because we only refill them when we cross the market here, or someone is a team player and adds cows from the cowboy there for an extra cowboy, as it were.
I guess I'm gonna take 2 of the 3s.
Okay, and which
For
2
5.
would you like, sir?
Likely the yellow one.
Okay. And the reason even though it's worth less victory points, there's a building out there that gets actually $10 whenever you discard this. So which other one would you want?
The blue one.
All right, so the
4 more
Ayrshire
victory
and
points.
Holstein.
Thank you.
All right,
To the discard.
cool.
Throw
Mike,
it
you're up.
And I'm good.
Slow roll. Dutch belt, $2. Builder, spend that $2 and build another building. And I'm going to do it right there.
All right.
Done.
Still no hand. Good.
All right. All right. So I'm off to Kansas City then.
Which way you want?
You know what? Let's go and fill up the swamp. Since you guys are building over here and slowing everything down, I don't want to put the rock slide out to slow myself down. So I will do that. Reginald, please.
That's him. Right.
Yep. And you know what? Another TP, please.
Sure.
All right. And then we're gonna go out there up to. I got a really good draw.
Nice.
So that's an 8. I could make it a 9 with the ward for the extra $1. I really don't need it because 8 is good enough. So I will discard this. I will get $8. So I will pay 2 and get 10. I will put a disc in Santa Fe, which now I will... And just to be clear on this, refresh my memory on this action here. You pay $2 to move the train twice, or is it pay $1 to move the train twice? I think it's 2.
One to move the train once, up to 2 times.
Oh, and you can do that twice.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I will actually clear that one off, going out to Santa Fe. And because my train is right on the cusp of Santa Fe, I only pay $1 to be able to go there for the 1 crossing that I'm going to hit. And that's it. I come back, so that's all 5 of those. Comes back here. I draw my hand back up. Steve's up.
Yep. I'm gonna visit my own building.
All right, see you in a bit, Mira. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Discard one of the choices. Move 1 in front. Discard one of the Dutch birds for 3.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. And I'm good.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to move forward onto my own building. 2 jerseys
For $3.
for $3.
And this is the first time we've seen this. He now gets to move his cowboy 1 more and activate that building as well.
Which I'll take a
Ribbon.
and 2 Reginalds. So 1, 2.
There you go. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
All right. No, this is crazy, dude. The lack of cowboys that have come out, and it's pure random draw. It just means we have to adjust. So it's on us as players to do a good job of that. Man, it's making it really hard to get a lot of cows, though. Okay. So I'm going to go here. Haven't looked at what I drew. I will discard the Guernsey for 2, and then I will actually hire, I hate paying it, but I will hire Reginald for 7, which is a net of 5. So pay my 5, and then because I emptied that earlier, because I stationed that Reginald, I have another jersey here. I will discard and drop that ribbon down for a +2. Awesome. Down to 2 cards, draw back up to 4, and it's Steve's turn.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go to Kansas. I have 7 here. I sadly cannot go to Santa Fe because I have no ribbons left. So I will have to move to
a different side. Oh, good call. Hold on. Let me back up real quick. When I placed my second marker up here, because they are directly adjacent to one another, I get whatever the benefit or penalty, depending down here it's penalties, up here it's benefits. I will actually get one of the in-game scoring cards, which I should have gotten. So, good reminder. Thank you, guys. Looking at this, I will actually take something with a green teepee, which this looks nice, as does... That's 2 buildings, though. But cowboys are really hard to come by, which you need cowboys to be able to get to San Francisco. So instead, I will go ahead and take that. That goes into my discard. This comes out. And there. All right, getting back to you, Steve. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's probably the first here. We're missing something up here. No sneaking by.
Good reminder. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Especially since I have that for an in-game scoring.
Already sold.
Okay.
Gonna go to Wichita.
Okay, so because he was only at 7 and he already has a disc at Colorado Springs, he could go anywhere before that. Would it be smarter to go to Topeka? Because this way you don't lose the point.
I might still end up
needing that later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No worries. Okay.
Take some time to get to my freeze.
Okay.
Out. So I'm gonna get 7.
All right.
Put in 4,
now,
get 10.
Just like I had gotten my bonus for doing that, Steve actually is going to lose 1 point, which is nominal at the end of the game because he has a disc in both Colorado Springs and Wichita. All right. And your worker.
Thank you.
All right. And Mike, you're up. Draw up.
All right. The slow roll continues. I think. Where are you, Ed?
I'm way back yonder.
So you can reach 1, 2, 3.
I can.
You can't get here and snake my cow.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I have a little time. Because there's only 1 3 left.
There is.
So let's go here.
Okay.
Pay $2. Move the train forward twice. 1, 2.
Okay. And your auxiliary?
Move the train backward 1, 2, and shooting to Angus.
Oh, really? Wow. All right.
Done.
And by shooting, he means like out of the game. Okay. Wow. Aggressive. Okay. So now is the time for me to go here.
It's steak night.
Right. We're eating well. Dutch belt. I will discard for the $2 that I need to build the building. I only have 1 bob, so I can only build a level 1. So I will build this, and I need it anyways for the end-game gold that I just took.
I should have deployed a disc there.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to be that big of a stickler, yeah.
Here, I'll just throw that in there and pay my $2.
There you go. So I like the idea that these guys are going to now have to start paying me. So I'm going to make it to where they have to, for all intents and purposes. Oops. So I will place it right there. I'm good with that. Come and see me, boys. Come and see me. All right?
Super.
Yeah.
Since the workers are getting cheaper now. Discard for 2.
Uh-huh.
Grab that real quick. And that builder for sure.
Yep, so that's 5, and then the next one will
5.
be +2 if he builds a second,
Yeah.
or hires a second one.
I have a look at my hand. I will take the other one for 7.
Wow.
All right.
You're just doing a super job of buying.
Thank you.
He's maximizing that action, which is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Right.
Discarding a 1. Move my ribbon down. And I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I should have redrawn. I did not.
I still have an Angus in my hand.
Even after he's killed them all.
So that's the only one left in my deck now, so I will never shoot that Angus. This is something you, like, after you play this game 3-4 times, you keep track of exactly what is in your deck, and you have to do it in your head.
Right.
Okay, so there's the $2, and then I'm going to buy that for $6.
The cow market is getting expensive now,
Well, depending.
says Mr. I Have Cowboys.
Yep.
You can tell he's a heavy cardboard listener.
For some of you, it might be.
Right, yeah, for some.
Only 12.
Oh, that's awesome.
And still no cowboys here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
I placed that building, but I don't know that I really want to stop there. So it's my building, so I do not have to pay myself. So 1, 2, no penalty, and 3. And I will actually drop the ribbon down 1. Or, well, hold on 1 second. You know what? I forget what the different symbology is here. This is take a new...
That's play a
Oh, that's
roll.
that's play 1, that's draw 1.
Correct.
Good call. So the play 1 is out of your hand, correct? Okay. So yeah, we'll drop this down, like I said, and then I have 2 Reginalds. Move my train forward 2, please.
Woo-woo.
Yep, that'll work. Done.
Okay. Coming over here. Discarding a Dutch bird for 2, which with 2 more. What's this here? Yep.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are killing me,
Good call,
guys.
thanks, Dan. And yeah, I don't think you can draw off the top of the deck as well for the objectives. I think it's those 4, I believe. In fact, I'll double check that because I know in chat some folks were talking about that. So I'll look that up while Mike goes.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I
Slow
want
roll.
to double check.
Jersey for 1 train movement,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ooh.
another
Move my
Dutch
train.
belt for $3.
And I'm up, so that'll wait.
Done.
All right, man. So it now costs
I made a
12.
mistake. I actually have no money to pay him.
Oh, that's okay.
If I wouldn't have discarded it, I wouldn't be able to pay you.
So you wouldn't have to,
Yeah.
right? So you
Yeah.
actually made money to give me money.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very thoughtful
Yeah.
of you. Steve's a giver. So I will actually come there. Because to be honest with you, I can't afford the cows because it costs $12 because I only have 1 cowboy. Steve.
I can't afford him either.
So I have enough money. Let's see, that's a permanent 1 and hazards or employees. I will take the permanent 1. I think I'm thinking here as far as what do I want to do. Yeah, I will pay $2, right? And it costs 4. I have 6. Yeah, I will pay 2 there to be able to advance my train up to 2. I elect to stop there, and that's one thing that we need to point out. Because I could move my train too. If you choose to go off into these stations, it doesn't matter if I can move 100. It stops there, and that's the end of the movement. So there, I will pay $4 to be able to place a disc. And I will station Reginald up there, his brother. And the disc that I will choose, actually, will be the one off my ribbons. And we now have 2 in-game scorers there.
Mhm.
And then I get to take an auxiliary action, and I have no money, so unfortunately I cannot move my train forward anymore like that. I could, however, go... I could move my train back to thin, my deck. I could take a buck. Let's see what's coming up. I'm going to skip that one. Oh, you guys are brutal. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I actually will just take $1 and call it good. I'm done.
Okay, I found a better route.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
I wanted to end up here anyway.
Okay, so the money that he owes, he owes 4. He only has 2, so he pays what he can, and he stops there at 3. Boo.
Nope.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna take.
Oh, I wanted to look that up. That's right.
And move forward 2. 1. 2. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to pick up pace a little bit and move over this blue building. All kinds of pairs. So here's a pair of Dutch belt for 4. And I decline to purchase a hazard? Question mark? I decline to purchase a hazard. Done.
Okay. All right. Well, I can't afford to buy a cow, but I can go ahead and stop here. And, well, do I want to? Because all I'm doing is... You know what? Because well, I don't have to pay for those. So, yeah, I will stop there. I will discard one of the Angus and get $2. And I'm done.
1, 2, 3. I'm actually gonna move here. Do the auxiliary action of drawing 2 cards. Do I draw 1 card, discard 1 card? Or
Well,
draw,
for that. I believe you can actually draw both and then discard. I believe is the actual mechanic of that. And I will double check.
And that's on my building, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you can only do one auxiliary action.
True.
Fair point. Good point.
Yeah,
because the auxiliary is only... And yeah, that's actually really good because that tripped us up the first couple times we played. Because he landed on Mike's building, he can only do a single one. So he has both of those open, but it doesn't matter. He can only do it once because it only shows the one time there. So good catch there, Mike. Edge case there.
You're done?
Yep.
All right.
No, Z-Fire. We're not using the poker chips just because it's not... we just... use these. That's all. That's the end.
Not rich enough.
Yeah, and there's not a ton of money in the game, so yeah, we
And
figure
then
no big deal.
Executing 2 cows. Moving back to 2 Guernseys. Go to the glue factory. Bye-bye. You can tell where I get my sick fun out of this game.
Right. And Matt says, and saves me from having to look it up. He says, yes, if it were a double, you draw 2, then discard. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm up. Yes. So we go 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I forget to draw. Shoot. Oh, here we go. So this is cluttering my hand. I don't have a pair. You know what? Let's back that up. I will actually go... Stop there, and I will do the single auxiliary action, which is... Yeah, that's perfect, actually. I will pay $1 for my auxiliary action to advance my train 1, please, and jump right up to El Paso.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep. Oh, for you?
Oh, maybe not. Too early.
All right, and I'm done.
Okay. I have to get some money, so I'm discarding 2 Black Anguses.
Sweater Mike's going to get a call from PETA.
And I'm going to say they were delicious.
I'm finished.
As I like to say, Mike had a trial for his cows, and they were found guilty of being delicious.
Oh, yes. Well, I drew the most outstanding hand I possibly could before arriving in Kansas City. So...
We're laughing with you, not at you, Mike.
I will laugh at myself for you. The swamp is getting deeper, and my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl are coming out.
This is unbelievable. Come on.
Let's see.
I'm desperately looking for cowboys.
No cowboys.
Yeah, you're in the catbird seat because you're the only one that really can make use of the rest of the cow market.
So I get paid $3 for my massive herd of fine quality meat there, since we ate everything along the way. That gives me about $14. Supposing I get here, I may be able to buy 2 guys
5 and 9.
for 13.
14. No, 13, yeah. You're right.
I'm going to use 1 ribbon to collect 1 more dollar.
And go up to 4.
And
Correct. Finish. Go ahead and then I'll
do the same thing you did, Steve, and put 1 in Wichita. There's no penalty for grade crossings. Back to Montana.
All right. Not really a correction, but just a clarification. Per the rules here, it says while performing the draw of the objective cards, you either choose 1 objective card from the general objective display to the right of the game board, or draw the top card of the objective stack. So if you don't like what's out here, you can take random off the top of the deck.
Okay, very well.
Cool. So my
Still no cowboys.
yeah. Brutal. Give me 1 second. All right, so for my first, now, for the objective cards, and so you guys can see, just to be clear here, I have 1 of the objective cards in my hand. So at any point during my own turn, before I start phase A or after performing any of the phases or any of the steps in B, I can play this, and I will. All right, so actually I'll go ahead and do it now. So I'll go ahead and get that guy out of my hand so that I have more room in my hand to be able to draw. Go ahead and move me ahead 2 spaces, please. And I will only move 1 on the track because I only have 1 Reginald now. And then I will take the double action of, I don't want to move my train anymore. Yeah, actually, I will move my train back 1 spot and execute this jersey and call that good. And then I will draw my hand. I have no disc or no draw pile. Shuffle. Repeat.
That's perfect for me. I'm gonna move 1 as well. I have 2 whale barons, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Yep.
That's
Be able-
really the one
Again,
we did
I'm
not
here
want
for you,
to
Steve, okay? I mean,
I'm gonna get rid of the whale baron from here.
That's really the one we didn't want you to have. Nicely done.
and what is that one? Oh, for every employee. Yeah.
Nicely done.
I didn't have the money to be able to get stop there to put a
And
marker,
I'm
so.
gonna draw 2 to be able to discard down those 2.
Well done, sir.
And I'm finished.
Coming to here, can't discard a Guernsey because, well, most of them are dead. But I am going
Oh,
for you,
good to
Robert.
know, Mark. I'll check that after the stream. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna hide
And Matt,
5.
that's kind of why we're trying to do this, because this has a lot of
11,
little
12, 13.
little kind of quirky rules. Not quirky, but they're things that can trip you up. There's a number of them. So hopefully we're nailing it right and helping you guys out with that. So yeah.
And I have a jersey to discard for $2. Done.
I could have, but I chose not to. That's a good point. Man, see? When I played this card, I could have, or I guess I should have actually Technically, I think I have to. So hold on. So I drew 2. So I had these 2 in my hand. So I drew 3 there, and I have to now discard 3. So I will discard 1, 2, and 3 there, and then I will draw my hand back up. Good call. Glad you, yeah, thanks for screwing me there. No, I'm serious. Yeah, good call. Okay, so now, awesome. So I'm off to Kansas City. All right, so now this is perfect because I would have chosen one. I'll choose the lower point one because I don't want you guys to clear these because I want to force them to come up here to pay me. And now we're making it prohibitively expensive unless they blow all their money beforehand, which they really should not do. Reginald, let's keep it going. And Reginald again. This is nuts, dude. Just crazy.
Cowboy.
No, here we go. Cowboy. Come on. Hey. I mean, sheer force of number. Odds are that, right? All right, so we're up to 4. So I'm moving up to step 4 now. So this kind of stinks. I have an objective, so I can't do it. I will play it, but we'll get there. So I'll come back to that. So I have a total of 7. However, I have 1. I guess I should switch that. So I have 7. I have 1 permanent, which makes 8. However, out here on the board, I already have an 8. So in a perfect world, I get up to the quirk. I get up to Albuquerque, which is 10. So I have 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yes, sir.
So $10, and I'm at Albuquerque. I will discard my hand. Thank you. And I owe, because of where I am up here, I don't owe a disc. But the cool thing is, notice it's black. Finally, I get to place one of the black ones out there. So now the question is, do I want to hurry up and race around the track? No. Or do I want this? Yes. So I will take that to increase my hand size. Thank you, sir.
Excellent.
I will pay the $5 that it costs. So now my hand size is 5. And then, now that Kansas City is done, at the end of that action, I will then do this, play that out, which means I immediately move my train forward 2 spots.
Yeah. Woo-woo.
Okay. And that's it. Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Kansas for me as well.
Oh, and that's another good point. Building 8 has a misprint in this to where it's the this. Yeah.
It's the same on both, I guess.
No. It's the red one. It's the red player that has it the same on both sides. Your 8B. 8B.
8B.
This one.
Okay.
All right. So this one, the 8B side is actually the 8A side. It should look like, yeah, I'm glad somebody brought that up. Oh, I grabbed the wrong, where did I put it? There it is. I put it on the wrong side. So it should, the back side should be like this, but the red one is a misprint, so FYI on that. So good call. That should be on the B side, not the A side. Other. I'm being funny. All right, cool. Good. All right, so go ahead, yes.
Kansas.
All right.
TP.
Telling me to sit in the corner.
So now, does he put out the cowboy? All in time for me to... I won't be able to get him, actually.
Yeah, because it's in a 9 row.
Right.
Unless you discard.
Unless you discard. What do you mean?
You're able to discard and get $2. Then you would have be able
to
buy it.
You can't buy this row.
It will.
Oh, good call. You're right.
So, let me check YouTube and see if you have a white in there.
I haven't drawn yet.
I also want to fill up.
Shh, our secret. All right, there you go. All right.
That's that. I have my first 3.
Oh, nice.
Which makes it 5, 6, 8. Sadly not be able to make it to 10. Only 1 ribbon.
Yep. And no permanents, right? You have none. Okay.
So that's gonna be 8.
Yep. Gotcha. And 8.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Which disc do I want to move?
And he's going to Santa Fe, obviously. When I went to Albuquerque, I should have gotten another objective card. We're terrible about remembering these.
Those are difficult.
So
I now have to pick one.
Actually, I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to take the Santa Fe or the San Francisco one. And he already qualifies for that. Don't?
No, I only have
you
two.
only have two. Okay.
But we're gonna refill.
We will at the end of your action. Yeah.
I'm gonna take this one.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And he got that for the same reason I just got mine for the top up there.
In between here.
Yep. All right. So now that this happens, we count the number of cows out here. Based on the player count is 3. There's 10 cows. We have 4, 7. We're going to put out 3 more cows. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Random draw, but there are some Holsteins out there. But at least the cow market is... There's something now.
All right. Advance to here. For $4, I decline to discard a green cow here, so that I end up broke.
Take care, Matt. Thanks for stopping in and watching. We appreciate it, man. Good looking out, Dan. Got it, at least.
And I am going to do what?
Really wish I had more money.
Let's get in your guys'
I should have refilled the 5, not 4.
Ooh,
No,
not
that's
nice.
right.
That's the one.
All right.
And well, let's see about this 2.
So now hold on. Hold on. When you're building, you built a 4 building.
It's
2.
2 guys.
Carry on. You're good. I'm thinking the building number, not the cost and number of builders that he has. Good call. Right. Correct.
Now, do I really want to? Here's my thinking. I have a beautiful hand at this point that's worth the most possible points I can have. I can discard that Dutch belt for 2, which I will be throwing away in hopes of getting a pair in order to get $3 back at the end of the...
Mm-hmm.
Chances are I'm going to get a jersey. So I'm just going to try it and see.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So $2, sir, for you.
$2, which will go away momentarily. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. So I will... I will discard a Guernsey for $2, which gives me to 9, which means I'll take Cowboy.
Too bad.
And there's no bonus for the Cowboy, but thankfully now I can afford some of the bigger cows, which I'm going to need to be able to get to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Too much money. I'm gonna stop by here anyway. I wouldn't have taken the cowboy anyway. Because I need something else.
Okay. All right.
Which will be
interesting that the station masters are all the engineer or the rail bands. Gesundheit, sir.
Thank you.
Gesundheit. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get an engineer for 7.
So I did try a little bit to learn German before Spiel last year, and we went to a restaurant where the waitress, she was talking English, right? And I was like, no, I can try German. And I tried, and she's like, we'll talk English. And I'm like, oh, well, I tried. All right. It's not good. I do have a couple of books, though, that I'm going to try to not embarrass myself. But
it is difficult to learn.
Right.
I wouldn't want to learn it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
All right. Here
But
we
I
go.
figured, it shows effort, and it shows an attempt to, respect the culture that I'm going to.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Thank you very much, sir.
2.
And,
Sorry, got nothing for you.
oh, he paid it all to me. I'm
3.
sorry. All right.
Wah, wah, wah. Didn't draw the pair, but I can still get kicked forward, get a ribbon, and move the train.
That was a pretty exciting move. That was pretty eventful, at least.
3.
Okay. All right.
I need money.
Yeah, I do too, desperately.
Done.
Oh, the irony. One.
Pay one.
Here's one of. I'm paying you with your own money. I feel like Teddy KGB in Rounders. So that's one.
Drink for anyone.
I'm good right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I will stop there. I will discard a Dutch belt for $2, and then I only have one Bob, so I can either upgrade or only build one of these two buildings here. And for pairs to be able to advance further, you know what? I will actually build. Yeah, I will build that building, and I will place it. I'll place it right there. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm good with that. And I pay. Oh shoot! No, wait. I just discarded the $2. I pay $2 for that, so it's a net. It's a net zero because I discarded to place for the one builder. So I'm done. All right, Steve, you're up.
I will do the same. I can
pay Mike one. Yep.
Move forward one. Same as you. Discard a Dutch belt and build something to get me money.
And note, he could build a level 3 building, something with 3 workers required on it, but because he's broke, he only can afford the $2, so it's got to be a level 1 or upgrade 1.
I could upgrade the 2 building to a 3 building.
Exactly, yes.
But no. Where do we have to pass by? Let's put it on here. This is difficult.
It is. Yeah, it really, really is.
Actually, I'm gonna build it here since I plan on being broke here all the time. So I can move through here.
Okay.
I mean, I still need to remove 1 or 2 to
be able to move
here.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can stop on hazards, which now he would have to. He would stop on the 3rd one, conceivably. If he's broke, he doesn't pay, but then he gets to take a single auxiliary action.
Real quick, because this has a green hand on, which is worth $2.
2. So he wants to put
somewhere where people have to visit.
Exactly.
But there is no good spots. Just gonna put it here. I will put the building here afterwards, as soon as I remove some of the hazards.
Okay. Which again, hazards are worth victory points at the end of the game, and you must always take the highest number. So if you notice out here on the board, this is number 1, this is number 2, 3, and 4. Right now, 2 would have to be taken here, the 3rd one here, etc.
And I also still need a hazard for this contract.
So that makes sense. Yeah, that works out perfect.
Okay. And that was my turn.
All right, Mike, you're up.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how I'm ever going to have enough money to buy a cow again now after we've clogged this mess.
We have made it difficult on ourselves.
Quite so.
I think at this point we're going to say "Ya Mule" and run forward. At least to here.
Okay.
Yep. I have a jersey to discard to move the train 1. And I do not have a Dutch belt, so done.
So, question, and maybe this is where y'all can help. So, in the rule book, my building right here, it says discard exactly 1 objective card and move your certificate marker up 2 spaces forward. Discard meaning played in your tableau, or does it mean from your hand? I'm just thinking from your tableau is what I'm thinking. But, that you've already played down to the board. But the rules aren't clear on that, and I didn't go into BGG to look that up. So I think it's the first time we've actually played with that building, so I haven't encountered that. So I'm...
Oh, so that would give you a mechanism to cycle
objective cards.
Your tableau.
Totally, yeah. Now, that's how I'm interpreting it, but what do you think, Steve?
That's difficult because if you have a good bonus, it really benefits you.
Right.
But also on the other hand, having one in hand and getting an additional bonus while playing it out.
I could make a case for either way, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not gonna bother with doing it. So I will go. I will actually go 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
Could it actually be discarding from hand?
Yeah.
The same iconography is here.
Yes.
Like you have one in hand.
But it's the other side, though.
These go both ways.
Oh, they do go both ways. You're right.
Yeah.
They do. So it could be discard from hand. That's actually a good point. Again, I could make a case either way.
It is difficult to get rid of them properly.
Sure.
Besides playing, and
Right.
as soon as you play them, you have to fulfill them.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
For you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
You're welcome. Team player. Remember where you got that from.
Yep.
Which now makes it to where I can't do my train action.
You're gonna get it back.
Looking at this, I'm already up there. Let me do some quick math here. 12. Let's see. There to be able to play one. Drop that down. I like that.
It also hard to miss.
You know what? I'm just gonna take the buck. Just that's it.
Mm.
I mean, it's not terribly exciting, but that $1 can make a difference. All right, cool. Mira says she thinks it's from your hand. All the actions refer to hand, so discard from hand. Oh, thank you very much, sir. All right.
You get it back, and I'm not rich enough to remove the hazard, but I can move 2 spots.
Yep.
Which is his. I
No hand.
wouldn't have
Nope, no hand.
no money either. Contracts. Not yet. I'm gonna move down my ribbon and move the train 1 to 50.
Excellent. All right. I have no business here. So let us move 1. I don't have a pair. 2, 3. So the train will move 1, 2,
Nice.
and I don't have the 6. So screw that. 2, 3. Darn it. And I will curse my rotten luck. And I will execute 1 delicious Jersey cow. Done.
Okay.
Get back another Jersey.
All right. I will come join my friend Steve, and I will drop my certificate down 1, and then I have 1 Reginald, 1 train forward, please. All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's the $3 for the Dutch bird.
Okay.
Money.
And he could, if he had.
But I don't.
So he likes not to.
That's the farthest I could have moved. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Finished.
Casey.
Oh, hey, there's another cowboy.
Yep.
Let's have a TP.
Okay. Now they're getting lucrative to go through there.
TP. And since I'm coming through there next, you guys can. But I won't be able to buy it.
So I will wait around.
Too bad. And a black hand.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a decent draw this time. 3
Bring it out a little. There you go. So,
8.
what is that? 4, 8? Yep.
plus 1 for the ribbon is 9.
Yep.
Plus 1 here is 10.
Well done, sir. Well done. And that is a black disc if you
Okay.
want it.
And
Go visit Brandon and Josh from Brolin Brothers down in Quirk.
it is. And that is behind me, so no
And
premium.
Matt. And
But
yeah, all that.
$5 premium.
Alright.
Cool.
So
All right.
I'm not gonna move to Kansas right now
Okay.
because I want to buy the.
I'm up.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. No worries. So I will. Yeah, this was my plan. I will go there. I will discard 2 Dutch belts for $3. So I will take 5, discard that. Then I can advance 1 automatically, and I will. I will take a TP, and I will take that one, which gets me $6, which, coincidentally, isn't that delicious right before the market.
Yep.
And then I can take a double auxiliary action, which I could pay money to advance my train. $6, but I really want the cows. So stay on target, Eddie. Stay on target. I'm not going to do this. I really want to, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to actually take the $1. So I could take 2, but I cannot do this twice since that's covered. So I am finished. And now you may. And
I'm not gonna go to Kansas.
I have to draw.
Because I want to have the cowboy.
So he's trying to drag his feet.
Yep. Which lets me move 1 here. No.
Mm-hmm.
And
1, 2.
2 auxiliary actions will be. Actually, draw 2.
So for those that are watching that have not played the game, does it make sense? Are you able to follow along smoothly and everything as far as not only what we're doing, but us thinking out loud and everything? Is that helping? And we definitely appreciate the peanut gallery. When we forget something or whatever, y'all are doing an amazing job. So thanks for being a part of this. This is fun. Hopefully it's fun for us. Hopefully it's fun for y'all as well. So you having a good time too, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Good deal.
I'm going to take...
Oh, you don't want to take that? You can't. I'm sorry.
Heartbreaking, isn't it?
So that was really clever of Steve to stop short. Kind of devious, but smart, because he would have put 2 of these. It doesn't matter what he puts out. He puts 2 of them, which drops that, which then allows Mike to have taken the Cowboys potentially.
But those are cheap. Like 6.
Yes, 6 versus 8.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Your turn, sir.
It's okay, cool, Kyle. And Mira says, yeah, thinking out loud definitely helps. Probably not for your game. Fair point. Wow, that's actually a really, really, really sexy draw. So we're just moving 1. I will, in fact, discard one of the Black Angus for $2. So we are now at 14. I have 2 Cowboys, which means
Longhorn.
I can take a Longhorn. So 2 Cowboys, they cost $12. I have 12 there.
Nicely done.
And I will take one of the 7-pointers. Thank you very much. Woohoo! All right. I'm done.
Okay. And I'm moving to Kansas. Damn it, I want to get rid of this.
Feed me, Seymour. Yeah, buddy.
Put up the
All
TP.
right.
Do I want to put a cowboy down? I don't think so. It's gonna be 2 bobs. I have a pretty good hand, which is 9.
Oh, yeah, well done.
To get me up to 10.
There you go. And no permanents, right? Yep, no permanent ribbons. So there's $10.
Yep.
And obviously we're all past at this point, so we don't need to worry about paying for it. And that's a black disc on Albuquerque, which then means he gets an objective. And remember, you can take from there as well.
Oh.
Blue TP building.
Oh, I'm not in Santa Fe.
Oh, yeah, SDM. We have played Mombasa. We actually reviewed it on the podcast. We're actually reviewing this on the podcast next week. So we thought it would be good timing for that.
Down here.
Yeah, we enjoyed Mombasa, and I'll be honest, I enjoy this more than Mombasa. How about you? I'm curious.
I still like Mombasa a little bit more.
Okay, all right. But you enjoy your having.
I love
Okay, cool.
2,
All right.
3. Here's the Dutch belt to give me the 2 that
To
it
be
will
able to
take
build.
to build this one so that you guys can suck it.
No, pay. Youch!
Yeah.
Right after Kansas City too, so everybody has cash, or you can pay to the game, which is an option.
It takes you 4 steps.
It does. Which, as somebody who doesn't have a building up here, maybe I don't mind paying the game as opposed to y'all. All right, so let's see my hand now. Oh, I forgot to redraw. There we go. So if I wanted to stop there, that would be a pair. Can't do that. Four short. Yeah, I'm just. You know what? I do have $2, but I don't have 6 for that. That's the problem. So I need money. 2. I'm actually going to go there, and I will stop there because I want to take the auxiliary action, and here's why. Because and the next building that I can do something on requires a pair. I don't have a pair. I'll go ahead and take this auxiliary action here to move my train back 1, kill the Jersey, remove him, and then I redraw up to 5, hoping for a pair here. Voila. Bingo.
Ooh, train back to 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Cool. Yeah, don't forget to draw to 5. I keep forgetting that as well. All right. Steve, you're up.
Yeah, move me 1 please.
Okay.
Naturally. I should have enough for the cowboy. And I don't know.
So that would be 14 total?
And I have 14.
Oh, what a coincidence. You are making very, very excellent use of that.
Perfect.
Yep.
And
You're allowed to buy 2 or hire 2, and
yeah, I now get 2 bonuses. What was that one again?
hold on. That one is here on the builder.
Yeah.
It is you may immediately build a building, I believe, and pay 1 more. But let me double check. It's the bonus on your player aid or on your player board. We don't normally get up that high, I'll be honest on that one, so I actually have to look that up. So bear with me, guys. Here we go. Immediate actions.
You
Build
only
1
pay your,
building.
Yeah, build a building. You pay your workers 1 instead of 2.
Instead of 2, yeah. So I actually need
yeah.
get rid of a Guernsey for $2 to be able to build something. And that's this bonus. It's gonna be this here, and I'm gonna remove this hazard with the bonus action from my cowboy.
Nice.
Well done. Well done.
And that's. I still have to pay 1.
All right. I am.
So, Simon asks, how often do you folks get repeat plays of a game? If we're going to review a game, we're playing it quite a bit. We when we review it for a podcast, we tend to play it minimum 4 times, sometimes as many as 10 or 15 times, depending on what it is. And so it just kind of slides down the queue a bit. So I would say often. Now, there are one and dones. There are one shots to where, like, we bring something out that we're not reviewing right away and just somebody wants to play it. Okay, cool. So that'll be a once or twice thing. And that's where our game of the month comes in, to where on Fridays and Mondays, we have a subset of the folks that come on Saturdays to be able to play the same game every Monday for the month of March. For instance, we're playing Nina and Pinta and the Colonists, respectively. We have 2 different tables going. And then on Fridays, we have Age of Steam, which we have 2 or 3 tables of that. Every Friday we're playing this, Age of Steam, and that changes every month. So pretty often, I would be honest. He says he's just wondering, because you said Great Zimbabwe was one of your favorites, but I haven't played it in a year or so. Yeah, just got lost in the shuffle. That's all that is. So hopefully that helps. And yeah, the Dan and Mira say, yeah, it's 1 per builder then at that point. So, okay.
Your turn, sir.
Thank you. Because I drew fine, I will actually move 2 spaces now. And I will take care of discarding 2 Angus. And I will collect the $4, which I will take 5, pay the 1. And then I could not do that, and I'm done. That's it.
Okay, this is gonna be expensive no matter where I go.
Yep. Because what he's looking at is he would have to pay 6 to come this way.
I only have 1, but
but it's a longer trip.
yeah,
to
it's
do
1
that.
more action. And I actually want to go around here as fast as possible.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. That's one block for you.
Thank you.
And just an auxiliary. Yep.
Gonna get rid of a jersey. Throw it back up.
All right.
And
back up.
Here we go.
Yep.
1, 2. I'm taking this TP.
I forgot to fill up here.
And 6
Good
bucks. That's how we get the money for the cow. And 2 auxiliary actions.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, the cow market. I just was. Oh, right, I got a longhorn. Never mind.
Just need to draw it.
Right.
Guess what's dying?
Wow, you were a cat, dude. You were like the Jason Voorhees of Cowville, right? Or Michael Myers, like these mass murderers of cows. Just brutal, man. Just
We have
brutal.
left 7 cows, 8 cows.
Yeah, he is.
I just have 2 more to kill, and then my entire deck will be in my hand.
Sweet.
Wow. It's efficient though. It really is efficient.
Then you only need cows.
Yep. So let's see. I could advance my train 1 if I went there in a double auxiliary, which I really, that might not be a terrible idea. Yeah, go ahead and advance me one building, please, and my train up 1. I only have 1 regional, and then I'm actually going to take the auxiliary action that allows me to draw cards. Or a card. I will draw 1, which wasn't a good draw. So I will discard what I just drew. A Guernsey. Done. VOC by Splatter. Our buddy Paul has got it, but have not played it yet.
Discarding for 2, building for 2. What can I build? Don't have any more ones.
So that means he's going to upgrade something. And when Steve upgrades a building, it's that building is gone out forever. Just like it goes into Mike's cow graveyard.
Yeah. I have to get rid of this. This is the only possible building I can buy.
Okay.
For the $2 I got, and that's it.
All right, Mike.
Which building is that? 5A?
Yeah.
Do I have mine on the wrong side?
Yep. Yep. There you go. No big deal. It happens. Oh, chat. I caught it this time though. It's an embedded thing in the software that we use. That's still in beta. So I apologize if the chat does bail out there for a little bit, but hopefully I catch it quickly. And if I don't, remind me.
Discarding the Black Angus for 2.
Okay.
And
Going to the marketplace, sir.
Abso-frackin-lutely with my one
cowboy. Might I interest you?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you have a preference of which Holstein you would like, sir?
Holstein?
Yes.
That one. It looks like my aunt. There.
All right. So I'm off to Kansas City. And yeah, I'm gonna. I am going to. There to slow you down. Then I will throw the cowboy up there. So we will go there, and obviously one of Bob's. All right, so here we go. So we have pretty decent draw. Oh, they keep coming out. So we have 6. That's 10.
All right, guys, that one's mine.
So
that's
11. I have a permanent 1, which is 12. And I have 2 more, which could be 14. However, I will just do the 12 so that I get the bonus 6 points for having it adjacent. Plus, I get a black one. So that's 11, and 1 is 12. So that's $12. I will discard those.
Nice.
So there's my 12. And then...
Huh?
It looks like it.
Yep. And then I'll put a disc, and I will get the second one here off my hand size. So I will pay $5 there, but now I have a hand size of 6. So that will go up to El Paso, sir. All right, and I will score the 6 points at the end of the game, but that's there. Awesome, and back to the beginning of the trail. All right.
I do have to pay to be able to exchange.
Yes. You must put a station marker before a station master comes there. Yes, correct. I'm in the same boat. I wanted to be able to do that and couldn't afford it.
So let's move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What do you mean by movement disc mirror?
Moving here. Actually, let me move here. That's $1.
And you have no money. Awesome. So he passed my.
What is that again? One.
It's 1 discount you can build, or you can hire for 1 discount.
Which I can't do anywhere, and the other one's not good enough. I'm just gonna go.
Okay, so that's a single auxiliary action.
Which will be $1.
Alright. Coming forward. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I have to
Pair of
draw my hand.
jerseys.
1, 2, 3, 4, which is 6 now. Shuffle. Hoping not to see my longhorn. Do not want to see my longhorn yet.
And
So
it is
4,
your turn.
5, 6. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got. Oh, all right. Well, a lot of options here. Okay, cool. And I do need 2 buildings, which are already out there. I need more teepees, which are there. Man, and I am really rich. Let's fix that. I will discard the Guernsey for 2 additional. All right, so I'm looking at a total of $15. So I can buy a total of $13 worth of guys out there, and
Any cowboyless combination.
Actually I can't.
You can.
Yeah, I can't do that. So it's got to be 1 of each. Because I'm $1 short. So that's 7, 13, and 15. So I will that. And then if I had a Reginald, I would be able to do that, but I do not. So there, and that's all 15. And I am done. That hurt.
At the beginning, I'm
Really wanted to be able to
play
take
the
the second
contract
Reginald.
to draw up 3. And discard.
Let me back one thing up real quick. It shouldn't affect anything. I have this in my hand. I will play that, which is an auxiliary action, which gives me the 1 extra buck that I need for the Reginald instead of the builder. That's all. There, and take that back. And he was up here on the 6.
Yeah, and
Cool.
there's a bonus action under that.
Yeah, but I can't. I have no singles. But thank you. Yep. Cool.
I will
That's
move
better.
here.
All right, and I will draw back up.
I have to draw a card first. I was not at 5.
Let's see, lots of buildings, and it could be advantageous to move to Kansas City quicker. Okay. Mira's saying instead of taking the hand size to take one of the movement ones, which would have given me points or money, but I elected to do the hand size because I knew that this was out there, and I want to be able to get my hand size bigger to be able to get to San Francisco.
Discarding 2 jerseys for $3.
Yep, good call, Mira.
And there's a bonus.
Oh yeah, and so this is the first time. Anytime somebody builds on one of the hazard tracks, so out here and here there's only 1, he can discard any 1 card to lower his to get an award.
Yeah.
Whereas these down here are you could discard a jersey to lower it and get $2. So really nice.
And that's a free step.
Yep.
Which is another one down here. Let's move 1 in front. And that's it for me.
All right.
I cannot tell you how glad I am that you have 1 Reginald. And it's because of this. I want to do this side first. Execute 2 more cows. Moving me back. 1, 2.
Oh, you son of...
Paying $6.
That hurt.
Deploying Oh, I don't have the money to do that one. But I do have. Since
Oh,
we're
that
going
hurt.
there, I'm
That's
taking
dirty.
that one off the bottom.
Okay. All right. And you are going to station, which gives you a permanent 1 award, and then for every 2 awards you get 3. Yeah, well done.
Mhm.
Dirty, and I'm a little bitter, but well done.
And rightfully so you are. And then we'll move the train forward, the now 2 Reginald. 1, 2, right back onto the
Well done. Yeah. We have words for you.
Mm.
Glory to Rome. All right, so I will go 1, 2, 3. I owe, let's see, I owe Mike $3, and I owe Steve $1. I have no money, so sorry. So I will take my 1 auxiliary action, and wow. What am I trying to do here? I need those. I'm good there. I'm actually going to move my train back 1 and execute a Dutch belt. I'm feeling, have a little moo cow for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Call it good, and then draw back up to my hand. I'm done.
The actual bonus is including the movement, so I can move 6. I guess it's don't have to pay those 3.
There
but
you go.
moves
Yep.
Up to 6.
Yes.
Not.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would be strong otherwise.
Yeah, and that card is when you move forward, the building you land on.
Move your cattlemen up to 3 steps forward along the trail, ignoring green or black hands.
So
However, you are not allowed to use the location on which you stop. So basically, you move 3, and then you take your action.
Okay.
Or you move 3, do the action, and then you can move up to 3 more. Right? Yeah.
Okay. My turn.
I believe you can take any disc off your board. I'll double check that, Mira. Go ahead.
One, 2. I will. What kind of TP do I need? This one. So that's $4, please.
$4. There you are.
Thank you. And I'm gonna do 2 auxiliary actions.
Right here at the bottom it says, by clearing the spaces on your certificate, you increase your temporary certificate limit. However, if you clear the 6 certificate space before the 4, your temporary certificate limit remains 3 until you've also cleared the 4. So yeah, we're good to go. You can clear any disc off. You just might not get immediate benefit of that.
I'm gonna move back here, get rid of 2 cards.
Okay. And $6?
Yeah. That's 6. And a black disc. I'm actually considering moving faster.
Okay. All right. Because it accelerates the game because you're putting more of these guys out there, but also nope, hand size.
Next one.
So you owe 5. Oh, you can't take that one. It's $5.
I'm gonna take this one. I will move faster. And
All right, I like it. There you go. All right.
And take $3 back.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Just down there. That was one for you.
there you go.
That's it.
All right, Kansas City.
All right.
Hand
Okay.
Reginald
Which, yep, you got it.
and
Another TP?
wow, it's too bad that blue team just passed by that, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'll put one in.
No, TP's here.
I-
No worries, no worries. No, brain cramp.
yeah, just
We all do it. Yep. All right.
All right, and I drew out perfect 12,
Wow.
Oh, well done.
which goes into the discard pile. 13, 14. Can I voluntarily go back?
Yes, you can anywhere from where you qualify or prior
To Kansas.
is all the way to Kansas. I would recommend Kansas City. Actually, it's more money.
Yeah, it is. But actually, what I'm going to do is spin 2 ribbons to make it 16 to go into
Sack.
Put this one there. That reduces it to 11.
Correct. So $11. Good job. And no bonus because he doesn't have any adjacency there.
Yep, just the 6. And now I have a hand size of 6, and I have 6 cards in my deck.
I have yet to see. Have you seen that?
No, not yet.
So show the folks at home. That is his entire deck. Well done, dude. Well done. And so what is it? What is that?
It is
15?
One
No.
more than what
13.
you just saw.
Okay, 13. Well done. Well done.
That's good.
13, 14, 15, starting at a base of 15.
So
Wow,
1
so
or
you-
4 instead of the 1 on you at
Yep.
San Francisco.
There you go. Yeah, and every time San Francisco. Well done. All right. So do I
So
do have
always
2
a
bobs
card
now,
to discard.
which is $4.
I'll
Can't
have the
do
right
that.
card to discard. I just fail these.
Ah, that's a good point. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna go 1. Two, and stop there. So we agreed that it's out of hand.
Yeah.
So I choose not to. Instead, I will just do the other one. Move my train back 1, and I will take $3, and I am done.
I'm gonna move here. Put out this contract for $2.
$2.
Which I'm gonna use
Okay.
together with 4 to get a cheap longhorn, please.
For 6. Oh yeah, he does
Yeah.
have 4, and I assume you want the 7-pointer, sir.
Please.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Mike.
That's it.
There, I always have the right card, so I take $2.
I always have the right card.
And I will draw it back at the end of the turn, so I just don't have to worry about that.
What? that is really glory to Rome.
17. So we're going to start with this guy.
So that's 8.
Finally.
So you can spend anything up to a 7 that's out there, which gives you Bob or Reginald. That's the only downside of this being down here is the lights. It gets warm. I know.
So if
And it was actually cold back in Austria.
Was it really?
Is, I don't know what's in
Oh, so what Celsius?
Today it's 10.
10. So
9,
usually the rough, this is ballpark. Double it and add 32. So 20 at 30, so about 52. That's cold?
During the day, yeah.
Really? No.
I mean, it was, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it was minus degrees.
Yeah, okay. And it's shockingly hot here.
Yeah.
This is not normal for us.
Yeah, the last
Because
time
today it's like around 80 degrees here.
the last time I was here was in March as well.
Okay.
And typically Colorado weather.
Okay.
Like all the 4
seasons in one day. Yeah. What? That
Snow in the
there is
morning
Denver.
and
Yes.
sun next day.
Mm-hmm.
so, that cost me the rest of it.
Well done.
9,
Nice.
and I do have, guess what? A jersey that I didn't pick back up for $2.
This is really that it's impressive to watch. So you can tell that Mike and I are getting used to being on the streams, that we're actually playing more competently. Maybe not expert level, but Mike is, but competently, at least in my case, because doing all this and everything. But as I get more used to it, I actually won a game last night. 2 in a row actually. So, all right. So I'm going 1, 2, 3. I will drop that down 1, and then I have 3 Reginalds. Go ahead and pop me up straight. There you go. Cool. Done.
What do I want to do? Still no one. That is. I am going to move. I'm gonna play the contract.
Okay. And
Actually,
which
move
3 for
1,
free.
2,
Do
3.
not do the action. And you cannot use that to go to Kansas City also, because you can't do the action, which is Kansas City. Just FYI.
I have to move.
Yeah.
plan was anyway to move
Okay.
on. To be able to draw back up. Because I was stuck with the contracts in hand.
I did. Dan, actually. Good call. All right.
One here.
Nice.
Andrew Brown says regarding 80 degrees, he's up in Edmonton, I think it is. He said, glory to Rome. Mira said, awesome play, Mike. And Brant says it's right around 0 degrees Celsius in Connecticut today.
Same to you.
So, yeah, the East Coast is far colder than it is here now, now. Yeah.
Yeah, with the snowstorm and all.
Oh, yeah.
That was when we flew in.
Oh, God.
We flew around it.
Okay, good.
We saw it on the map.
Kicks forward 1, which... Do I have a 1 bill? Oh, but I can upgrade something. Okay, so I discard
that was a good draw, I take it. Nice. All right, good job.
Which will then get drawn back at the end of the turn, so I will upgrade something by 1. Alright, I don't need pair buildings anymore.
I don't think it's by a lot. Great Western Trail in Mombasa, to be honest. I think exactly. I think it's pretty
Absolutely.
close. I haven't heard anybody that said, "Oh, it's clearly one or the other." Of the people that I've heard. 2 people
on Board Game Week.
Which do they prefer?
Either.
Okay, all right. So I think that's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
Because it scratches different itches, right?
It is different.
It is. It totally is.
I can only upgrade something by 1. Okay, so that guy is going to be upgraded to a 3.
All right, and that goes with your cow cemetery.
Yep. Done.
All right, I'm moving just 1 there. I will discard a pair of Black Angus for 3. So I will pay 2, take a 5.
That's such a good spot for you.
Yep. And then I will advance that. Oh, excuse me. Let me take that TP, which I need for this benefit anyways. And I will take $6 for the gracious natives that decided to trade with me. And oh, what's that? $12. Oh, look at what we have coming. And then I can take auxiliary actions. Can't take that risk. So let me see. I have 2. So that would be 12 to get one of these or 12 to get one of those, which is really an interesting choice here because this is worth more victory points. But everybody knows I have one of these guys. Now, obviously, I still have to get through the rest of my deck, but I can't. They don't both count when I go to Kansas City. So getting a West Highlands probably the direction I want to go with that. So with that said, that's going to cost me $12. $12. This, I don't want to spend the money to advance my train because that would actually be really nice because that would put me past San Francisco. Long story short, and I don't actually, I will move my train back 1 and I will discard a Guernsey as my auxiliary action and then I will draw back up and then I am done.
Did you want to go into the siding?
I did not because I don't want to spend the $6 because I need it for the cow.
Yep.
3, 4, 5,
Kansas
6.
City for me.
Rock slide.
Easy choice.
All right.
Those 2 up there. I was really lucky. The 1 card I drew
Nice. Okay.
was the Longhorn, so I'm up to 15.
All right. No
those-
permanents, but he does have 3,
3.
which makes it 18. Welcome to San Francisco.
Oh, I do get the 18 before.
Yeah,
So,
you're good. Yep.
Yeah. I should be good.
So actually, I'm just going to give you 13.
Please do.
Okay, because he's taking the extra hand size, so there's 13 of the 18.
Thank you.
Well done. And if you guys can't see real clearly, that's worth 9 points being in San Francisco.
And you can do it over
And you can,
over.
as Mike would like
I want to
to
go up there so I can, if I don't draw as good, I can still
have. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
and get also the bonuses in
Alright.
between.
Your cowboy.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, you're up.
Okay, I am broke, so hand in pocket, 1, 2, 3. Can't do that. Kicks forward 1.
I love that these guys are keeping score on how many wins I have. Yes, I have 3 wins. I'm on a winning streak of 2, and I also won Madeira. Good call.
And 1, 2, 3.
Let's see. Have we played Port Royal?
Done.
we played? We have not. Tony had. He talked about it on the podcast before, but I did not. Go for the victory points. 2 of 4. What was that in reference to? Remind me what that's in reference to, Mira. So I'm up. Obviously, I'm going to stop there. Wow. So, to show y'all, this is my draw. I don't know if I want to mess with this. So I'm at 17. Plus a permanent one makes 18, which is San Francisco. So obviously I have a pretty... I might actually race to get there. And I can... I have enough ribbons, so I am going to go ahead and discard. No, I'm not. I don't need to. So I choose not to discard there. I'm just going to go ahead and take the West Highland for 12. I have 2 Cowboys. Spend the 12. Get the West Highland. Add that into the discard. Call it good. And I'm done.
Yeah. Since I am able to move 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $2 for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. And
I've changed my calculus a little.
then I'm going to upgrade this building. The difference is 3. That means
Oh.
to pay 6 for the difference. This is gone. I also discard one of the Dutch boats for 2 back. And I'm done.
Mike? She was talking about for the cow market next turn. I just want to make sure. Well, now I know I can make San Francisco. $4 and pay the 1.
2p and 2 actions.
Or actually, well, 1 set of 2. Correct.
Huh?
I would like to see you thin your herd.
I think it's down to bare bones at this point.
So while you're thinking, Mike, I'll go ahead and 1, 2, 3. And I will just take the auxiliary action, which I'm going to draw a card just to be able to cycle through my deck a little bit quicker. Then I must discard 1, and I will discard.
Took a buck.
Done.
Okay.
Steve?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And he has... Oh, thank you very much, sir. All right. It's about to be cyclic.
Yeah.
Going through here to where we're going to pay each other and stuff. So.
I'm going to discard the Black Angus for 2. Keep it for now. And another 7. Let me... That's 3 and 2. I have 4.
Oh, and in case you guys... the reason he was able to move so far is because he cleared one of the discs off, so he has a movement of 5, as opposed to the rest of us have a movement of 3.
What can I afford? Actually, 2 of the 4s. 4, 8.
2 of the... Yep, there you go. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, Mike.
That's it.
Collect the $2 because I always have the cow. And the first cowboy puts out new freaking cows.
Okay, so one cowboy puts out 2 cows. What would you like?
I'd like a blue Ayrshire number 3.
Like that?
Roll your destiny.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, you did ask.
And that costs me 6.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well done, sir. All you had to do was ask for it, right?
No. Okay, and now technically I did have to discard that Black Angus. They're both in my discard.
Yes.
So, choose which card to draw.
One you draw.
An excellent choice, sir.
All right, so I have 3. I still am broke, and I don't want to go past that yet. I'll pay a couple bucks. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and take me to Kansas. Oh, we need to refill Kansas City. And then I'll move to Kansas City, please.
Cowboy.
It's a little late for y'all at this point. All right. We'll go ahead and throw the TP out.
There you
And both the cowboys, sure. And that drops. And then when we're done with this, we will refill the cow market when I'm done with my turn. So, again, I have 10, 15, 17, all different.
Sweet.
I have an automatic one, which is 18. And I will take the... you know what? No. I will take that one,
Yeah.
which gives me an extra $3. But I do owe how much? 2 to put that out. So I actually get a +1. So a total of 19. Make it 20, sir. And that was a heck of a good draw. And now my movement is 5. And now we will refill the cow market. So we have 5 in a 3-player game. It's 10. Put 5 more out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. A couple of woolly bully. Woolly bully. A couple more Ayrshires and another Longhorn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Steve, you're up, and I do have to shuffle. I have 1. I need to draw 5 more.
It's gonna be stopping here, and I'm gonna trust Lady Luck.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the second action first.
Draw
That's
2.
auxiliary
Hey,
actions.
he's looking for a Holstein. Nope, didn't work
Yeah.
because that would have gotten him $10.
Yeah, but still good. I can discard 2. I can't cash in. It's
That one's going there next turn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
stop on the way. Yeah.
So this is one of those games that allows you to actually see
That's
your
it for me.
engine get, you build
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
instead of it ending as soon as you built it up, you actually get a couple turns to actually, use it,
Yeah.
which is nice.
But starting to get funky now.
Yes, and now that was a crappy draw, but to be expected somewhat. So that's okay. We will get rid of some cows.
So I discarded those 2 cows to move the train forward 1 and $3.
Oh, my money.
Done.
I'm like, wait, I should have some. Okay, there we go. So hiring.
Mind Megan, I can move in, but do nothing.
I think you can move into the siding and do nothing.
Yeah.
And just block it off. Yeah.
All right, so I am building, hiring. Sorry. Wow, that's 8. Okay, so I will hire Reginald here for 8, but then I get to hire another at a 2 discount. So that's 8. And 7 is 15. And then I can hire another one at a +2, which would be 23, which I can't afford. Alright, so that's it. However, I do get here to discard a jersey. To drop that down 2, I cannot. I can only drop it 1, but that's alright. Done. And that actually cost me, what was it? It was 8 and 9, 17 minus 5, 15.
Move here. Get rid
There
of
we go.
2
Cool.
cards. Move
And
back 2.
draw.
And advance 1. So it would have been.
I am not nearly as efficient as Mike
Okay.
is, as far as
I'm done
the
as well.
card drawing here.
1, 2, 3. Right over here with you as well.
That sucks.
1, 2. I'm going to move forward 3.
That was not good.
Can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
My first auxiliary action is going to be to take $1 because that's all I have cleared off of that 1. However, that gets me 7. So I move the train forward 1, 2, 3. Take the siding, spin the 7, and put a black disc out.
Well done.
It's going to be the movement one.
Which gets you $3 net,
Back.
to where you have $3 total. Yep. Well done. All right. So I can move up to 5 now, and I will actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or stop and build. I could upgrade. Yeah, we will. 1, 2, 3, 4. I owe each of you 2. So,
ooh, thank you.
Team
Nice.
player. 2 for
Very
you,
much.
2 for you,
Thank
and
you.
1 for me. Not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. I will discard a Dutch belt, and wait a minute, that is out. Yeah, so there. So I will discard the Dutch belt. That got me $2. I will spend the $2 to use my builder. I will upgrade a building. So that one I really like. This one I haven't used yet. And let's see. Looking for my 2 worker. I guess it's that one. So get rid of that. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm irritated because my last run to Kansas City, I had 17.
Oh.
And I had a gold card for San Francisco.
Ouch.
Oh.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
See, I could have been really mean there, but I elected not to. I am finished.
Yeah, because you're my person.
Yeah, I am your person. That is exactly right. So,
I'm going to go start lunch then. How close are your guys to being done?
start what?
Lunch.
Oh, okay, yeah. Throw the oven on. We're getting there.
Okay,
Just speeding up.
Yeah.
350 you said, right?
Yes, please.
I had a pretty
Or
shitty
3
draw.
1/4 is fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can only go to poker.
Oh, Topeka.
Topeka, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that hurts because
Yeah.
now he's gonna lose 3 points at the end of the game, but
Gold.
he gets a goal. Oh
And-
wow!
Yeah.
That was a horrible draw. That was
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
And I put one up here.
Oh, go ahead. Hold on. Do those first. Yep. We have not. Has anybody taken any hazards? Not
No.
a single hazard has been claimed. Just TP.
I had one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
That's
And
that.
you
That's
have
the
a-
money.
Gold to pick up as well.
And you got your money right.
And
And a
two
gold
more,
card.
yeah.
That's it.
And that's it for me, I guess.
Okay.
You
Not
did
too
get
good.
the gold.
And not
No.
in electing to not take the gold card. The
Oh,
objective. Right.
Do I have enough stuff?
While you're thinking, I'll refill here.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this one.
All right, Mike, off to Kansas City, sir.
Yes, indeed, off to Kansas City. Hey, guess what? A green hander. Reggie and Reggie.
All right.
And
Yeah, the game, you can see it definitely accelerates, especially as we
Yeah.
start moving further.
14,
Okay. 15, 16.
15, 16.
17, 18, right? Maybe? Oh, but you do have endgame scoring for that, so I don't know. Yes, the objective is a must, yes.
I'm torn on that. So I don't have one here, and I could pick up 2 gold cards. I don't think I can meet any of these, though, is the problem.
Interesting.
No hazards, no
Mhm.
hazards. I have 1 TP, it's 3 points, why bother?
Oh, you have one of each, right?
Yeah, I have 1 of each, which
Okay.
counts towards this. And 4s. So, where was I? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to San Francisco.
Okay. And now you can clear that white one off if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good question, isn't it? I better do that and get it on the books.
You're welcome for the reminder.
Yeah.
Oh, look. There are Cowboys in this
Yeah,
game.
after all.
All right.
So that was
Okay.
18.
Yes, 18 dead on.
Okay.
And
20.
you are past San Francisco, so you're good to go. All right, so that's kind of interesting. Is it worth the 3 points to stop there and then advance there? Or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do that. And we will. I'm just going to forego all this, even though I did just place that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No hazards now, just my own. I can move 5 because of that, so I will discard a pair of Guernseys. Sloanes. So I will pay the 2, get 5, and then I advance 1. Oh, what's that? I need a green teepee, you say? Okay, $6. Thanks, fellas. All right, there's that. And then I can take a thin the herd action if I wish. Or I could pay $1 and advance my train 1 and then get $6. That's only worth 3 points. I will thin the herd of an Angus. Move my train back 1, please. And the turn of the yellow player is complete.
Okay.
5
Cowboys.
and 6.
Cowboys. That's 2 cowboys for 14. That's the 14.
That's a little bit of a better draw.
And I'm gonna pick up this here.
So what is
And
it? 9, 12,
I'll finish
13, 14, 15, 16. Plus that, we're good.
To here. Got the Guernsey. Didn't happen to be the one lying in the pile. Okay. Reggie for 9. That gets me a hiring action at a discount of 2 now. Bob for 4. That allows me to build at a cost of 1 each. So I can build out this 4 building for $4 straight up. Just straight up. So, where does this go now?
Somewhere out of the I would recommend up here, maybe one of these 2 spaces. These are good.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, if you're asking for input,
I-
I'm a team player.
Yeah, you're always there for me. Let's put it over here.
All right.
And
done?
And now I still have the option of the second hire, or the third hire, at a penalty of 2, which I could buy a 6, which I could get another Bob.
You can. Which is victory points.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I think before passing the gauntlet, that is the right thing to do.
So that's 8 total.
That was 6, 7, 8, $8.
There you go. Nailed it. So I will stop there. I will get rid of the Angus for $2, which I have 2 cowboys still, which now I can afford a longhorn again, and I shall, I think, because I only have 2 cowboys. Yeah, might as well go for a victory point. So I will take that for 12, and I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Really speeding up now.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the way, I have to pay you $1.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
all I got. I have nothing left for you, and my auxiliary action will be to get rid of this card.
And I'm going to hand this right back to you as I come whooshing past.
Up to 5.
Thank God, hire another one. Yeah, I don't have that. Do I want to move forward?
How's it going, Brian?
Good.
You can come in, Chris, if you want. It's a
Yep.
little warmer in here
Yes,
because of the lights, but
Not going to hire?
no, I forgot. I will do
1,
that
2,
actually
3,
now.
4.
That would certainly help.
Good call. Forgot
Your
about that.
turn,
Sir.
sir.
All right. So we can move 5, which is 1 short of where I want to be. What did I draw?
I'm going for the
I have not.
kickback.
What a difference of games.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
This-
your work. I think we bought what, maybe 10 workers the entire game. Our worker tray was completely full at the end.
Interesting.
Oh, Steve has been all up in the work.
And Mike has a deck that only has one card in his draw. One extra. It's his hand and one card.
Wow.
So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can advance our train just 5, please.
Just 5?
Just 5.
Is that all?
Just going straight ahead.
Stop in the
No,
siding?
we do not. We're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo,
Thank you. And I can take a double auxiliary if I want.
Move forward one more.
Honestly, I will, because of money or... No, we're going to power through. I will draw. Have to discard 1. I guess it really doesn't matter. I will discard that. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're actually
3,
not
4,
far from
5.
being done.
And the difference in our game and yours is where that worker buy actions at. You guys had at the beginning.
4.
Ours was up there at second to last stop.
Gotcha.
Massive difference when you're.
We just did the standard
default.
setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
We randomized
This.
Although we randomized the buildings.
Oh, fun.
2. And I'm done.
Mike?
6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, interesting note. So last night
5.
during the game, the camera blinked out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was before I put the cooling fan I forgot to turn this on. Hasn't been an issue before or since. So it's just the laptop getting too hot with...
Wow.
Well, you're looking at 1, 2, 3 cameras going, plus the microphone.
Plus it's daytime today now, so it's 75 degrees out there.
Yep.
And
So we're definitely learning as we go here. Sorry about the light behind me, guys, but you only have to deal with it a few more live streams. That'll go away.
Okay, so taking a ribbon and moving the train
4?
4 more. Can't stop here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, off to Kansas City, please. And we will go ahead and put. Let me look. Do you guys need any TP? So it doesn't matter. Just sure.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys! Just to make a mockery. We have had so few Cowboys come out.
Yeah.
This whole game.
yeah, he still has 6 of them over there.
He had them all.
Oh, okay.
And then none came. It was.
Oh,
horrible.
you guys only have 1 extra.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
All right, so I have the perfect draw for me. So 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Nice.
Plus 1 in automatic is 20.
The different games are
So, yeah, I'll take 20 and hit San Francisco again. There. I need to put a disc out, and
I can tell you right now, this is the best game of this I have ever been in.
Okay, so you guys all have gotten to San Francisco. Your trains are all the way, either at the corner or around the corner.
And my worker back. And all right. So now the next person who hits Kansas City will trigger the end of the game. So if you guys could wait a minute, that'd be great. Okay. Okay.
Cows. That's 2 3s. 4 5. Since plenty of cowboys. Actually,
Okay. Yep.
I still need those for my contract.
3, 4, 5, 6.
And that's it for me.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Slow down. Slow down.
5.
4, 5.
You know I've got that in my hand, right? Okay.
Can't do it.
There's the 10
Yeah, I'm gonna
bucks.
finish it.
And a double
4,
action.
5 ends because you can move 6, right? No, you can
No,
only move 5.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. 3, 4, and 5. Yep.
Okay. And
So I have 2 actions left.
my actions
Didn't you
here
start?
is going
I did.
to spend 1.
So
Okay.
Train forward.
I'll double check it.
Spend 5 to put out another disc here. Done.
All right. So this says the game end is triggered when a player places the worker tile onto the last space on the job market while carrying out subphase 2 or 3 in Kansas City. Yada 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 da 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 da. This was their last turn. Then, Each of the other players has one final turn.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily an even number of turns, because I'm actually going to get one more than you guys did. So I'm just going to go... One, two, three, four... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives me money, and then a TP. I can advance my... Oh, that's important. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that requires a Dutch belt, which I will discard for $2, which I will then use to upgrade a building from a... Yeah, from a 2 to a 3, which must be this one. Hey, it's an extra point, right? There, done.
Big questions.
Oh, real quick,
I am.
I owe you each $2 again.
Oh, thank you.
That is
Again.
5 too little.
Oh, now you're getting greedy. Jeez. All right, Steve, you're up. So Steve could trigger it to where this is his last turn, or he can make it to where he gets one more turn, depending on what he wants to do.
Actually, let's just finish it. Because I get the extra 2 points here.
Oh, I could move... Oh, shoot, I could have moved 6. Math, it's hard. I forgot I uncovered that. No big deal. All right. Oh, so you are going to. Okay. Yep, that ended up costing me some points.
Yeah. Okay.
And I get 5, 10, 19.
All right.
Which I will put in Sacramento.
Hand me back 1.
Why Sacramento?
I need a black one.
Well, you
and
can...
this is also worth 6 points, same as this.
No, I know, but San Francisco's 9. 6 versus 9, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Then
So if you win by 3,
yeah.
There you go.
I do have to pay 2. Because I'm not yet there. And yeah.
That's it. All right, so Steve's game is over. Just your worker. Just okay, so he's done. Okay.
Right.
Mike, your final turn, sir. That really upsets me that I screwed that up.
Okay, so I'm going to end with style rather than substance.
Okay.
All right, so 4 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Double auxiliary action, pay $2. Move the train forward to 1, 2. I think once you reach 39.
Yes. Well, I'm glad we get to actually show this. So you can, if you want, pay the $3.
You get paid $3, and then
No.
I think it's when you pay.
Again, this happens so rarely.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. When you okay, the last space. If your engine reaches the last space, its movement ends there, and you may upgrade the train station as usual. Then you must move your engine backwards. You must move your engine back at least 1 spot backwards and may move it to any free space along the track, even a turnout space. After you've done so, immediately gain $3 then.
Afterwards.
If you did move it to the turnout space, you can immediately upgrade the station, da-da-da-da-da.
So I have to pay the $3 first.
Yes, you must.
First.
To be able to place a station marker there.
Uh-huh. And
If you want, you can open the door, Chris.
now it pays me $3
Okay.
and kickback.
Yep, you can go to any spot along the track that you want that's available, including a turnout space, which you need a 4 spot, which you could go there or there, either or.
Okay, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm
For
gonna
2
get
points.
Kickback
Lay it down.
there
There you go.
for 2 points.
Well done. Good job.
Nice.
All right, so because I screwed up, because I forgot that I could move 6, I should be there, because if I had, I'd be able to go to the market to be able to get more points, but instead, we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop there. And
Okay.
I actually forgot to draw my 6th card, and I did a terrible job there, so actually I moved there, which is a TP, or advance my train 2 for $2, which is what I will do. I will advance it 1, please. There you go. $8. There. Get 2 back. Place a station. Oh, shoot. I only have 3. Screwed that up, didn't I? Oh, wait. No, this isn't that. That's that. Phew. Needed that. So I'll go ahead and put this guy out there. And then I can take my auxiliary action, which I guess is just a buck, because there's nothing else using it for 1 space. Isn't that? And boom, done. All right, so thus ends the game. So now, actually,
scoring.
Yep, final scoring. No, actually, I'll just do it out here. It'd be easier. All right, cool. All right, so here we go. The first thing is players gain a victory point for every $5 that you own. I have 1.
That's 3 victory points.
3 for Steve. Mike. That'd be a 0. Okay. Next is the player.
Efficient user of your.
Right, there you go. The player gains the sum of their victory points printed on each of their buildings, which for me is a whopping 5 points. Next.
11.
11 for Steve. Mike.
12.
All right. Then we have the sum of victory points that you've unlocked on your city crest and net the negatives as well. So Steve, you want to go first?
That's -3, -4, plus 18, which is 15.
Yep.
That's 3 more
14.
14.
14. Well, no, the insides are a different thing.
Okay.
So 14 total for Steve. Mike?
-1,
Mm-hmm.
+5, 14.
Okay. 14 for Mike. Well done. For me, it is
-3.
6. No, yellow.
Yellow.
So it's 6, and 18 is 24.
Jeez.
That was better.
This game, this is a badass game.
Yeah.
All right.
Best
So
one
now
is-
for the turnouts, victory points. Steve for blue.
So only the 5.
Yeah, 5. Okay. Mike, don't forget about these cats over here, which is a ton of points.
Yeah.
This might have won him the game.
Yeah.
If he wins, it's because of
He
that.
got all but 1 station.
Yeah.
That is. Oh no, 2.
7, 13,
21, 30 points. Well done.
Yep.
All right, yellow. I
Our
got
winning score is getting up
5,
to 4th
6,
there.
7, 8. Well, at least I can say I did better than Steve. All right, now for hazards. You're the only one that got a hazard.
I actually got 2, so 5 points.
Oh, you did get. Oh, that's right. You got one at the end. All right, and Mike and I womp. Yep. All right, and now it's your cows.
6 points here.
Include everything total that is in your deck. All right, so I heard 6 for Mike.
Mhm.
Steve?
11, 15, 21, 25.
25.
Let me recount. 9,
Okay.
10, 15, 26.
26. All right. All right, so I'm at 5, 12, 14, 17, 23.
Nice.
Good.
So that kind of makes up for the difference in trains. So different strategies right here. So that's good. And now objective cards. That'd be a 0 for Mike.
Didn't even get the charity when I started.
Wow. It's amazing what happens. You thin your deck that much.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a -2.
Okay.
I'm missing 1 free. But
Okay.
on the other hand, I finished all those frees,
Okay.
which is 13, 11.
11 total. Well done. All right. So for me, now I do have in San Francisco. That's 5. I have 3 on the inside, which we're good there, and I have 2 buildings out there, so I qualify all 4 of them.
Nice.
So we're looking at 16 points total for that.
Good in game.
All right, and then okay, now this is for your end game scoring guys there. Steve,
8.
8 total.
Yeah. I
Okay.
got 8 guys. Point the guy.
All right,
3 points.
3 for Mike, and it's for every set of objective cards I have. So I have 4, so that's 2 each, so that's 6, and no hazard, so 6. All right. And then bonus victory points in the final 2 columns. I have 4.
4 here.
8.
Good job, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good scores, fellas.
Yeah.
Regardless of how this turns out, well done. And now an extra 3 points if we have cleared this, and I think we all have. All right,
Yeah.
3 each there. And who pushed it? Steve.
2 points.
There we go. All right.
I think you got this.
I think so too, but I think it's close.
really
It's close.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 14 and 14 is 28. 28 and 10 is 38. 38 and 26 is 64. 64 and 11 is 75.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 more is 80. 80 and 16 is 96.
Nice.
Well done. Mike, you're looking at 30, 40, 56. 56 and 6 is 62. 62 and 10 is 72. Surprisingly lower than I expected, to be honest.
There's 2 voids in my score pad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fair point.
Yep.
All right. So we're looking at 6 and 24 is 30, 38, 41, 51, 61, 71, 77, 83, 83, and 7 is 90.
Wow.
So, gracious hosts that we are,
Yeah.
we welcome you to our game day,
Thank
and you win the game.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, that's what we did in our game too.
Oh yeah, all right. So the Austrians have come in to kick some ass. All right, yeah. Hey, good Austrian elephants. All right. So all right. Let me actually move the camera up, and if you guys want to come around and be a part of it, you're more than welcome. If not, don't worry about it. So here we go. All right. So we've all obviously played this a number of times now. All of everybody, all present company.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the game in general?
Good.
Yeah.
There's so much different stuff you can do and actually have to look out for. You can get lost pretty easily as
Yes, totally.
well. I mean, I got pretty lucky with the 2 cowboys early on.
That did help you, no doubt.
Probably brought me the win. But yeah, great game.
It felt competitive, though.
Yeah.
Between the 3 of us, it felt really like give and take. And
Towards the end, it was really tough.
Yeah.
And speeding up the last 3 rows were done.
yeah, it was just boom, 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 and all that was gone. How about you, Mike?
Well, I've played this maybe about 20 times now at this point.
Okay.
Holy cow.
And every cool thing that has ever happened in a game that I've been in happened in this game right here.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
We
Cool.
got everything. We got the squeeze play in the market. We got the kickback on the train. We got lots of these guys out here. Competitive building out here. Everything happened in this game. After those games, though, I have some pretty strong opinions about what strategies work and don't.
Oh, go ahead,
Okay.
please.
The buildings, and I'm going to put this out there for the folks on the chat as
Okay.
well, because I'd really love to hear. I think building is a definite strategy to lose.
Okay.
If you go all buildings and you build every building you've got, I think you're so weak at the end, you're not competitive at all.
That seems to be the general opinion of just the hobby in general. Those that have played the game a bunch are saying that some people, as a main strategy, I don't think it can be. I don't think you can win.
It does prolong the game, so you can actually put into effect a different strategy better. If you put more buildings in.
Exactly. Yeah. To where
Exercise strategy, adding strategy.
right. I think it's a supplementary
Yeah.
strategy. I don't think it can be the main strategy.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree. Yep.
Exactly. You can pick up a few additional points.
Yeah.
It seems to, and also going after
And it slows
cows-
people down.
Yeah, cows
Yeah.
exclusively. That doesn't seem to be that they're. The game is not broken toward cows either. I don't think, because if we had a weird game here with the Cowboys that were so thin.
Sure. Yeah.
But if everybody's paying attention, the Cowboys get just divvied up.
Pretty evenly, usually. Yeah.
And then I love the way to chain the buildings together with the kick forwards and.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did a really good job of it there. And yeah.
And that it happened some other places. We didn't get to the point where we were drafting the hazards and making alternate pathways around.
Sure.
we didn't get
Once.
much into these bonus buildings.
Right, yeah. Nobody
Just once, yeah.
really, yeah. You built one here, and I think that's
Because
it,
we were
right?
already broke at the beginning, so we
Yeah,
didn't care.
yeah, exactly.
And you know, I ran this thin deck strategy over here because it is extremely reliable.
Mm.
I mean,
Well, you can do everything you want to do, just about.
And once you get it thinned down, you don't get here and have a bummer of a draw and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the reason to do that.
come
yeah.
out down here,
Sure.
which can lose you the game.
Yeah.
Well, Steve played so well that he did that and still won.
Right.
So awesome there, but I've lost a lot of games by just having two bad draws, or one or two bad draws getting to Kansas City because of cows didn't line up right.
Right. So, okay, so looking at the scores, I mean, you finished a fair bit behind
Yes.
because you were so focused on thinning your deck. Is there something, do you think you went too extreme on that?
The difference there is I went into that because never got that cowboy.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. You were limited to one cowboy the entire game, just about until towards the very end. Yeah.
No, that was the death knell for my game. Was that I was the third person to get the cowboy, and it was down here.
Yep. Yeah.
On this turn, so I don't know that there was any saving that because of that.
Okay, that's fair.
But this game is just so much fun to play. It's just so much fun.
Cool. Yeah. So you were saying earlier, Steve, that you enjoy. So, Alexander Pfister, fellow countryman, who now his two big games. Right now he's done like Royal Goods, and he's done some other smaller games, but his two big games are Mombasa.
The Gamer Games. Gamers Game.
Yeah, the Gamer Games. Yeah.
Spiel des Jahres.
So he's done Great Western Trail, obviously, in Mombasa, and you said you like Mombasa a little bit better?
But I have played Mombasa more. As I said,
Okay.
this was my third or fourth game
Okay.
of this. And this was the best playing of this game. So
Close.
it's
Depends on your
Yeah, it's
mood
getting
type thing.
closer.
Could
It's
go
getting
either
closer,
way, or
Yeah.
okay. All right. How about you, Mike? Have you played Mombasa? I can't remember if you
I
had.
played it 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Have not locked onto it yet.
Okay. The my one, and we reviewed Mombasa on the show already, and we talked about how the diamond track felt like it was a little harder, and kind of bolted on as opposed to other things that were, or not the diamond track.
The
Sorry,
books.
the bookkeeping.
The books, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that changed a little bit with the extra that was in Last Essen. They changed something on the book tracks. I have not played it
Oh,
yet,
really?
but I believe it was an extra in the Spielbox.
Oh,
bonus
okay.
Stuff,
Yeah.
Which supposedly makes the book track
A little bit.
competitive. Little bit more competitive.
Oh.
Good.
Okay, well, now
played
I
it.
right, yeah, now I want to check that out. So if so, because in my opinion, I have this marginally higher
Yeah.
than Mombasa, but again, I've played this more than Mombasa too. So maybe that's it.
I bought a copy of Mombasa. It's still sitting in shrink wrap. I'm going to take it back with me over the summer because the gamers I play with back there,
Back in Iowa, right?
Yeah, we have a couple of them that, because it's a bit of a point salad, that appeals to a couple of people back there.
Okay,
I look forward to playing it sometime.
okay, all right, cool. So let's see. As far as questions here, let's see. Mira's saying, yeah, the Cowboys are usually strong, but you need more, which obviously we ran into. And Mira says, where do you rank the game? As far as between those two, I think we just covered that. So yeah, that's I guess that's Great Western Trail. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to like it, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, I say this every video, spread the word. Both of the podcast as well as the video channel, that's the best thing you can do for us. If you want to support the show monetarily, we welcome that. Patreon.com/heavy cardboard. In fact, both these cats take care of us on that. So thank you very much, fellas, for doing that. And for everybody that's watching that does, thank you. And for last night's video, we will draw the winner for the shirt in between the two videos. We're going to go have lunch. And we'll be back with maybe Concordia, maybe Kepler 3042, or something else that that our new friends want to play. So thanks for watching again, and for everybody that stayed for the stream, thank you very much. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully you all enjoyed it. So yeah, say good night, fellas.
Good night.
Bye.